Folks. Hey, what's going on, True?
Is this mic on?
Yes, sir, it is.
Okay. I can't complain, man. I'm alive. I'm above the ground. I'm not under it.
Right. Hey, Lou, Deacon Dave, Carrie, Natasha. Hey, Natasha keeps stealing my basket, but she don't know. I'm gonna catch her when she's slipping. You know, I'm gonna steal her bus because you know she gonna go in for lunch and come out and the whole MTA gone, passengers and everything. Right.
Well, hey, let me make this real clear. Motherfuck Nick Taylor. You fuck about him. He's a coon, Uncle Tom, a buffoon, a sellout. He's a letdown to the black community. I'm only here because we love Carrie.
Oh, wait a minute. You've.
Oh, I'm sorry. Stupid me. Choke yourself.
Yeah. Thank you.
And kill yourself.
Okay. Well, but I smell good today.
You do smell good, you know.
I smell good.
Don't forget, after we finish talking about these this premium black news, we'll get to killing ourselves.
Yeah. After the fact.
All right,
bruh. Okay, I know you've been big because I've been crazy busy, but I apologize to everybody. I'm gonna try to leave this one up as long as Massive Dynamic don't shoot me that elbow. I'll leave it up. Okay, but
we'll keep it as clean as we can.
Yeah, I'm gonna try. But gee, thanks, Carrie. Appreciate it. You know, I mean,
thank you, Carrie.
But I got another knife that if you want to use to, you know, in case the blade of yours go down. What's up, Cannon?
Carrie gave me a Crocodile Dundee one for that. She said if you're gonna stab Nick Taylor in the back, you make sure you do it. She wanted to see the tip hit the ground through your back and start sparking. I told her yes, ma'am.
Man, this is some bullshit.
Anyway, I don't know where that. Well, since he got the Joker up,
and here we go.
There we go.
Here we go. If I'm quite sure y'all didn't heard because it's been all over the internet here lately. Dr. Umar Johnson went on these young fellas.
Wait, hold on. Before we get into that, miss me with all of that shit. What happened to your hats?
What do you mean?
A whole winter time passed, nigga. I didn't. Are you looking to put your Scullies? You looking to sell your?
It's too hot.
I know, but I'm asking you: are you going to start selling them again next winter? I got to save up my little quarters, nickels, and dimes to buy at least one.
Yeah, well, I mean, see, I just pay for yours out of the money that I'm supposed to give Sly. Just don't,
don't tell nobody, y'all.
Don't tell nobody.
Well, make sure you get the hats, man. I like the hat, man. I still got my gray one. I see it. I'm gonna design some. I'm gonna get some more shirts, and I make sure I send them out to everybody. Carry you and Sly. I just been so busy, I haven't gotten around to it.
All of us, man. This is crazy, man. And I said, man, and it's hot and equipment breaking down. Driver then had another accident in my truck, driving my truck.
Wow.
Because I put him in my truck because I had to put his truck in the shop. And the day after I give it to him, he crashed my truck.
Well, you know, last time me and you talked on the phone, I think that we didn't get to an answer, and I think we should ask the chat this question real quick before we get into the premium black news. So as me and you was talking about, Condoleezza Rice is part of the group that purchased the Denver Broncos, correct? Okay. Now, I'm still kind of torn. Is Condoleezza Rice a member of the Black Girl Magic group because she is showing her boss level as a part owner in the NFL team? Or is she a sellout to the black race because she's a Republican?
Let me see.
Oh, what say you also, chat?
Yeah, I think I know the answer.
Oh, what say you?
She a sellout.
Okay. Hey, I was just under the belief that everything black female, when they boss up, they part of the black girl magic. But I didn't think they want one of those.
It don't count. It don't count because she
Okay.
got that R behind her name.
Okay. All
See,
right. I just wanted
now she had that D behind her name.
Yeah.
You know, and she is married to Mr. Ice Cream Man.
Mhm.
Oh, the chicks would be boosting her and dare a Negro male to say something
Because
about her.
They love black so much. So they were so busy loving black, they clearly forgot to marry one. Rest in peace, David Carroll.
Yeah. Yeah, they kind of funny. Hey, Big Pontiac, what's up, man? What's up, Hunter? Big P in the house, brother 8 win. Man, I'm telling it don't make sense. Hey, but you know what I'm gonna say?
Yes, sir.
Ideology trumps race.
I just wanted to make sure.
Yeah, ideology trumps race. I don't care what they say. And it's a YouTuber. I ain't gonna say his name. I ain't seen him in a while, and I'm okay with that because you know I don't like the back and forth.
Yes, sir.
But he was on somebody's stream.
Yes, sir.
And hey Deb, he was on somebody's stream, and somebody on the panel echoed that. He said, "Yeah, man, like Nick Taylor always say, ideology trumps race." And he said, "What?" He said, "Who said that?" Nick, what? No, he didn't.
Not that coon.
I got a cough button. I may as well use it, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. You know, not that. And I was in the chat. I mean, I was watching from the clouds.
Mm-hmm.
And the panel, it was one of them. I know I wasn't going to be able to get up on anyway, because as soon as I get up there, I already know it's just like you didn't cut on the light and the roaches. You know what I'm saying? So everybody and their mama, I'm not as smart as I think I am. I'm a coon. I'm a sellout. You live with them white boys. You ain't sticking it out in the hood. You left Detroit.
Yeah,
you know, because of course, like I can fix Detroit.
Yeah. Of course. Hey, your mother black.
My mother black, but so was my daddy. So, and I love my daddy.
That makes you double the coon, sir.
and well, you know, my daddy is a coon too. You know, because he's a stomp down. Yeah. He's a stomp down conservative. So
yeah. And let's not forget, he was forced to stay in the home and raise y'all because he was trying to run out the door, but he was forced because there was some sane-minded Democrats who stopped him at the front door and talked him into staying. Okay.
Well, of course.
Just wanted to make sure.
By gunpoint, by any means necessary.
Yeah.
It's just I look all official. I am official. This is the way normally I'd be green screen and all. And look, truth. Look in the chat. Look in the chat.
Oh, look at this. Look at this here. Didn't you send a link out?
Yeah, I sent the link out.
Oh, okay.
I sent it to everybody.
Oh, okay.
Well, in one email.
Well, so let me see. I see Nick Taylor. I see Truth Teller. I don't see Super Sly. He said, "Look how we do him," but he's not here. So hold on, Nick. I gotta get an exterminator because I'm tired of every time I'm talking, this rat come out and start pissing on cotton.
Hey, what's up, PG? Oh man, and so I'm like, wait a minute.
And you know what? Hey, right there, Joker's giving him the exact look he should get right now.
Yeah, that I say, yeah, I mean, these people aren't as good as you think they are. You just wait.
Mm-hmm.
When the chips boil down, they'll eat each other.
I'm stuck in traffic.
Yeah, what he said.
Nick, can I please?
Go ahead. Remember, we don't want to get banned.
We're not going to get banned. Is this mic on?
Yeah, it's on.
I'm stuck in traffic. Let me guess. The tree fell on my house. The dog ate my homework. The power's cut out in my whole neighborhood. I had to run to the store to get milk for the baby. All these excuses are oversaturated. Now we got to say I'm stuck in traffic.
He got robbed by knife point.
He got robbed by knife point by Donald Trump of all people.
Yeah, wearing a MAGA hat.
Yeah, wearing a MAGA hat. 2 Africans as they put a noose on his neck and poured bleach on it.
While Sly standing there eating his sandwich from Subway.
Yeah, from Subway in the middle of a blizzard.
Yeah, that was.
Hey,
man,
Deborah R, how you doing?
What was he thinking?
Yo, man, listen.
What was he, dude? You're gonna steal with the cops gonna come in. You standing there in the middle of your own living room with the rope hanging around your neck and the sandwich sitting on the. With no sandwich, we like, wait a minute. Where's the sandwich?
Hold on. You know what? I think we should consult intellect on this one. Excuse me, Joker. Do you believe that story to be true? His facial expression says it all, Nick.
Okay. Yeah, I think it looked like it looks like it's that's a no. I mean, below 0 single degree temperatures.
Yeah.
After midnight, I didn't know, dude. Why didn't y'all now, Carrie, you used to live in Chi-Town. Why didn't you tell me Subway stay open till 1:30 in the morning?
Bro, I know a Subway, I think in Bullhead, Arizona, that stays open later than that.
Now I know one in the truck stop. It's one of the truck stops out here on I-10 going between San Antonio. It stays open kind of late, but it's in a truck stop because truck stops never close. So
yeah.
And it stays open late, but it ain't open. But you walked and you live in an influential, in an uppity part of town.
Yes, sir.
And you walked in single degree temperature to get a sandwich after midnight and got accosted by 2 MAGA supporters in hoity-toity Chicago, the snooty end, and they put a noose around your neck and poured bleach on you.
Well, actually, so that's not the first time that happened. I don't know if you remember, but
but I found out something. Bleach has water freezes at 32 degrees,
and bleach has water in it.
Yeah, because the majority of it, because you look at the side of the bottle, most of the time it's less than 5% chlorine.
Yeah.
So how come it didn't freeze?
But you do remember this happening, not this, but a similar situation happened before. I know you remember it.
Hold on a second. Go ahead.
So there was a time when, hold on, I want to make sure let me pull this story up. I want to make sure I word it correctly. Yeah, so there was a time when, what's his name? What's his name, chat? The one who had the noose and the MAGA hat and all that stuff. God, when somebody's irrelevant to me, I don't ever remember their name. Somebody in the chat help me out. What was his name? Yeah. Jesse Smollett, whatever his name. That's his name. Before him, there was a situation, Juicy Smollett. There was a situation where a story, worse than that. And I remember it because the story goes like this. It was a hey diddle diddle, the cat and the fiddle, the cow jumped over the moon. The little dog laughed to see such sport, and the dish ran away with the spoon. See, all that happened on that same street in Chicago 20 years before that happened to Jussie Smollett. All of that happened. So that stuff happening there is not a surprise to me, because look what happened 20 years before that. A cat was playing a fiddle. A cow jumped over the moon. A dog laughed, and a dish ran away with the spoon. I don't make it up. That's just as believable as the Juicy Smollett story. And what cracked me up is when he was in court talking about I'm not suicidal all this other stuff, and he was sitting there.
Had a.
Like I was saying, y'all, we were damn about Nick Taylor. This is my show.
Hey, will you?
Listen, flag Nick Taylor. Kick him off his own show. Oh, he could hear us. Never mind. Hey.
Yeah, I can hear you now.
Oh, I was talking
Dude,
cash
phone
about
ain't
you.
Phone ain't rang all day, all freaking day. And as soon as we get to going,
I'm a jinx.
I ain't gotta go. I just sent my duty driver, sheriff's department.
Hey, I was telling them, I don't know if you know, but 20 years before that happened, on that same street, there was a situation. Do you remember that?
No.
Yeah, they wrote about it. It's right here. I'm gonna read this. I'm gonna read it to you. Hey diddle diddle, the cat and the fiddle, the cow jumped over the moon, the little dog laughed to see such sport, and the dish ran away with the spoon. It was on the same corner 20 years prior to Juicy Smollett being attacked. I don't make it. I don't make it up, Nick. It happened. Look, this is written. It's a fact. It's a fact.
What?
20 years before that situation happened, a cat was playing a fiddle while a cow jumped over the moon. A dog was laughing, while a dish ran away with a spoon. I don't make it up, Nick. So I have to believe that what happened to Juicy Smollett was a fact. No, it happened.
Man, this is some bullshit.
Hey, listen, I'm the victim.
Hey, y'all. Yeah, it's white supremacy. Oh, okay. Hey, what's up, truism?
hey, look, Nick. If you believe that happened to Juicy Smollett, you have to believe that at that 20 years before that happened. A cat was playing the fiddle. A cow jumped clean over the moon. A dog was sitting there laughing, and a dish was running away with a spoon. I have to believe it.
Why didn't the cop ask him, okay, if they threw bleach on you, we should smell
bleach,
the aroma of chlorine?
All right, let me say this, Nick. I don't know how many people,
but even though it was single digit temperature, so if the bleach, it would have been like a block of ice and hit him. I mean, it wouldn't have got on him. But here's my question, dog. Nobody asked, where's the freaking sandwich? Where's the sandwich?
So
what did he say? Oh, I ate it. Okay, show me a wrapper. Show me the wrapper. I ain't been to Subway in a long time, but those Subway sandwiches come wrapped up in paper.
So the sandwich
say Subway on it.
Hold on, I could tell you where the sandwich went. A lot of people don't understand this whole situation like I do. So
help me out, bro.
I'm gonna help you out. Now, this is the only logical conclusion I could come up with. The rabbit that was running around Wonderland, he happened to come up hungry, found the sandwich that Juicy Smollett dropped while he was being attacked by MAGA supporters, and on his way to call for help, he took the sandwich to eat it
and back down in the rabbit hole. The rabbit
went
back
down in the rabbit hole. Yes, that's exactly what happened. That's exactly what happened. And did you get your slice of cake that David Carroll had cooked?
No, actually, I didn't.
Okay,
I was left out.
Okay,
but well, hold on, y'all. Let me. Yeah.
That's what the rabbit was screaming.
Oh, that's. So the rabbit had an AK and everything.
Yes, all of that. You didn't
wrapped around his head.
The part of the story you saw, I actually saw the whole video. The rabbit came out while he, because he was screaming Allahu Akbar right when Juicy Smollett dropped the sandwich, and the rabbit was faced with two. He was faced with two options: hit the button on his vest on his chest and just end everybody, or eat the sandwich and live to fight another day. He chose option B.
What?
I know.
What's up, Dreads? What's up, bro? Man, look here. Okay, let me shit because I'm getting effed up now. Are you ready for some Umarisms? Now, I'm a skip through a bunch of it. Hey, Jen. Hey, Tiff. I'm gonna skip past a lot of it. I'm gonna we're gonna stop and elaborate on the gems, and I'm gonna let the hopefully the chat can help you and I. This is an all-inclusive thing, y'all. We need y'all input, because I know I ain't the sharpest knife in the drawer, the brightest bulb, in the socket, or the the strongest branch on the tree. I ain't none of that stuff. I'm just not. So we're gonna add this in. We're gonna let Dr. Umar give us some Umarisms. You know what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, for somebody to claim, and before I get going, he didn't say this in the video. Let me oh crap. AM, that's right. Are you still on vacation? What's up, AM1? You still on vacation, or you back in the you back in Oaktown? He over there hanging out with MC Hammer. Too legit to quit.
Too legit to quit. Too legit.
Man, I was in Germany when he ain't have a record, when Get It Started came out, and there's in the video in the club with the troop jackets on. Mm-hmm. And you back in the all right, cool. And man, I'm looking up, and I'll go in the day room, walk past the day room, and they got the TV on, and I said, put on a hammer and you will be rewarded. The beat is ever boom, and we get, and they up there on the stage and they going off, and I'm looking, I'm like, who the hell is these? And got these two chicks up here and they getting down, which turned out later on to be Oaktown 357. Mm-hmm. But man, that's before he went Hollywood.
The first time I've seen MC Hammer dance on stage, and
I was blown away. I gotta admit, I thought
everybody on stage was on drugs. I was like, "There's no way in the world these people have been moving for this long and nobody's tired."
Yeah,
MC Hammer was a performance.
Yeah, the video. Here's the news. I think that's something like that. I think that's the name of it. Where he started off and he dissing Run DMC. They hammer. Why the dude's supposed to be Run DMC?
Yeah, and
whatnot.
Yeah,
the dancing in that video. Hell, his whole crew could dance just as good as he could.
That's what I'm saying, man.
The short chick in 5'3", and I found out they're supposed to be 5'3", 5'5", 5'7". That's where I'm like, damn, okay, makes sense, because they were different. Man, that little chick could move.
Yeah.
But hey, y'all, AM, man, help me out, man. You got to help us out, brother. Prince of Pandora. Yeah, but he probably ain't set up. I thought you would. I thought you were still on the road. That's why I ain't send you the link. I sent it to Sly. I sent it to Truth, and I sent it to Brother X. Yeah, but see Natasha. Yeah, she 5'5". She dark, but what now?
Hey, brown eyes, smile like the sunrise.
Dude, she got a straight razor in her purse, okay?
Mm-hmm.
And she don't work at no barber shop. So I don't know who she plan on shaving with it, but
she must got a drop of Puerto Rican blood in her body.
But that's okay. I'll let her keep that, but that's okay. What's up, Zach? Y'all, we're gonna go ahead. She sure do that BMO talk.
Mm-hmm.
We're gonna go ahead and we're gonna add him in. Now let's get him up here.
Fair use.
Should I speed it up or should I leave it at the same speed? Because he sounds funny when you speed it up.
Fair use.
I got a double screen going. Okay. Now, y'all already. Oh yeah. Joe Dreads. You know what's going. Yo. Oh God. Oh yeah. I appreciate you, AM1. Let's go, bro. Let's go ahead and get it rolling.
Hammer pants from the 3rd grade.
Huh? Oh, hammer pants. Yeah,
Yes,
them
I miss my
genie
hammer
pants, right?
So she said, I miss my hammer pants from the 3rd grade.
Yeah. And because third base was going after him too. They was cracking on him.
Yeah.
Got my good brother right here, who's an advocate. And he said,
hey, y'all hit me with a 1 if y'all can hear him.
That you can be pro-black and did outside.
Impossible. You cannot. Marriage is a business. When you get married, you commit your mind, your body, your heart, your soul.
Can y'all hear it? Well, hey, what's up, SKC? Hey, I played that intro y'all saw when I went live. Umar for president of Liberia. That intro that y'all seen, that was created by none other than SKC right there. That's the dude that does all my intros, my blips, that got the nick and the jitter and all that stuff. He done all that stuff. Yeah, fire intro. Yeah, Lou. Yeah, that was SKC product, y'all. Got to give him his props.
And your pocketbook, your savings, your estate, your wealth. You commit that to that person you're married to. See, when you marry, you don't marry an individual. You marry into a race. You marry into a community. So I didn't marry a Jewish woman. I married into Jewish society. I didn't marry an Asian woman. I married into an Asian family. There's no way you can claim to love Black people, especially as a Black man, knowing that only 1 out of every 4 Black women will get married in her lifetime. We have the lowest female marriage rate in the country, 25%. That means 75% of Black women will never, ever know what it feels like to be proposed to.
Now, Allstate Motor Club, do you have someone to do a lockout in Floresville? Get on, man. Look, let's go ahead and get past the intro and whatnot and everything. Shout out to these 2 brothers right here. But we're going to go ahead and get going with this.
Share, subscribe, 100 lashes for you. You know what I'm saying?
Yo, I came prepared. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, yo, y'all was brainstorming.
Learn how to protect their children from the special education crisis in the ADHD to prison pipeline. Author of 2 books, Psychoacademic Holocaust, The Special Education and ADHD Wars Against Black Boys, as well as Black Parent Advocate, The Art of War, for dealing with America's public and charter schools. I'm also a Pan-Africanist, the Garveyite. And I'm currently putting the finishing touches on the first school in American history to be funded exclusively by the African diaspora. And that is the Frederick Douglass and Marcus Garvey Academy. If all goes well, we'll probably be having our community grand opening during Kwanzaa 2023.
Mm-hmm.
How many people? I'm one of those that hope that it do. And no, let me take that back. Truth, can I get it? Can I kill a minute and a half?
You got the floor, brother.
I was one of the original. I was actually wanting to see this school. Okay, I really was, and I know you were too. I know Carrie was too. Everybody was. I don't think nobody in our circle was hoping that he failed at this. Right? He said that for the first 3 years he wanted to be boys only. Then he said he want to incorporate the girls. Well, he ain't gonna make it an all boys school. He gonna make it a boys. Now, what's gonna happen when you put the chicks in with the boys and the boys in with the chicks in modern day system here? That's all Black. Number one, the way he panders now to the female clan, because the majority of them are the ones that is supporting him financially, right? So if he's doing that now, blaming everything on Black men and Black boys, and women are just happen to be here and they all victims of us, what the hell is gonna happen to them boys at that school? You know what I'm saying? When he started applying the bull crap logic that he puts onto us to them impressionable boys. You see what I'm saying? So now when I switch and say take that back. I'm gonna make a third chance. I ain't gonna say that I don't want this school to open. I'm just saying ain't no way in hell I would send my boy after he said only 3 years and then he going to male and female with the talking points that he has, that everything that Boom Kwee do is men's fault. It's white supremacy, 400 years of slavery, and Negroes.
Negro.
That's what, dude. So my answer is no. So anyway, I'm gonna let him go ahead and talk.
Listen, before we get into these topics, you gotta make sure we get an invite, man, so we can pull up.
Oh, for sure.
Hold on.
Great question. Great question.
And so we can pull up.
Oh, for sure.
Before we get into these topics, make sure you hit that like button. Subscribe if y'all not already subscribed. Join the YouTube membership, man. We got some exclusive behind the scene footage, access to early episodes, and then cop the merch, man. DailyRapperCrew.co, man. Make sure y'all go support. Listen, let me get to this first.
I ain't got no shirt for me.
Oh, definitely do.
Definitely
do.
You know,
2XL. Don't get
He's
no
begging
bra.
out.
I told you. See,
you did.
I did. You know what I'm saying? I appreciate it.
Listen, get into this first topic, right? I know you're very big with the Pan-African community. What is your ultimate goal that you have in mind for the overall Pan-African community?
Great question. The vision, the mission, the goal of Pan-Africanism is to unite all African people globally into one unified and organized system through which we can protect ourselves politically, economically, socially, culturally, spiritually, academically, so forth and so on. So unity is the foundation and independence is the elevation. That's the goal of Pan-Africanism, to make sure African people are not dependent upon members of other races in order to protect our lifestyle, our culture, and most of all, the destiny of our children. Do for self.
Nick, pause it for
the
a
heart
second.
and soul of Pan-African.
Now, he said he wants to be where, I got to paraphrase, he wants Black people to be totally independent of help from other races, right?
Yes.
He has a GoFundMe up. He has a Cash App up. He's on Instagram and YouTube. Which one of those 4 platforms are owned by Black people?
And none of them.
Okay. I just wanted to make sure, because you know I'm slow, black, and stupid. I miss a lot. So you can go ahead.
Okay.
Of America's foreign policy initiatives. There was a security memorandum that came out, I think it was in the late 70s, early 80s, where the U.S. government, in a private security memorandum that has now been published now, said the greatest threat to American foreign interests is what? The operational unity of Africans in America and Africans in Africa. This is the government. Our biggest threat is if we let the Blacks on that side of the Atlantic Ocean organize.
This is a memo?
Oh, it's a memo. Oh, absolutely.
Okay.
What? So the biggest threat to the United States government is Africans, Blacks across the pond uniting with American Blacks? How is that a threat to who? I'd love to see this memorandum. He's gonna have to produce that one, dog.
I could probably get you the numbers. It's not on the top of my head right now. Absolutely.
Right.
Some people have even published it in books. It's definitely on the internet. People have referred to it. So they basically said,
if somebody know of this document he speak of, please enlighten us with it.
In essence, Pan-Africanism is our only problem. They don't care about nothing else. People pushing religions, people pushing socialism. They don't care about that. Pan-Africanism is the only threat to white supremacy.
There's truth. Do you think he know that there's a lot of African countries that actually push socialism and have the hammer and sickle and the clenched fist on their country's flag? Does he know that? Maybe that's right. He got you blocked. He got me blocked.
Yeah.
Got Carrie blocked. We get Sly to do it. He a ruckus anyway. He probably ain't got Sly blocked.
Yeah.
So Mozambique is a socialist system. Liberia is a socialist system. Yeah. Tunisia is a socialist system. Yeah. What is he talking about? What's up, boy?
Let me ask you a question, Nick. So, according to him, he wants black people to be totally dependent upon themselves, right? To where they don't need assistance from other races, outside races that are not black, correct? So, I'm not the smartest person in the world. I'm slow, black, and stupid. Would you call that black supremacy? And if you do, how is white supremacy wrong when you're trying to create black supremacy?
So white people ain't supposed to try to protect what they have.
No.
But we supposed to try to get what somebody else have. Then once we get it, protect somebody from taking it from us, just like they do.
So exactly. He's saying he wants to create a total black situation to where we don't need help from the other races. So if that's where you are, you should have no problem with white supremacy because you're trying to do the same thing with black people. See, this is why I tell people, be careful of supporting, listen, I when he first came out to school, I donated money because I wanted to see this.
Yeah, I remember.
Would I donate again? No. Because what he's no better than the Sunday morning preacher selling you feel-good doctrine out of a doctrine. He's doing the same thing. He's bamboozling you. He's playing. He's actually hitting you with trigonometry, semantics, and some respectfully, some people are so slow-minded. He can repeat the same thing 20 times in a row and people will still look at him as if he's saying something relevant that's going to help black folk out. He can't help himself out. How he going to help you out? How he going to give you a plan to help wake you up out of your comatose state to help put you in a better situation as a so-called Afro-American, African-American, whatever you want to consider yourself, black, whatever you want to consider yourself. How is Umar Johnson going to be the one to help you when you can clearly look at him, look at his face? You could tell is a disconnect somewhere within him. That's the same man who had a festival in the street at his school, not in the school, in the street next to the school, where he married, quote unquote, married 2 black women, and you ain't see those black women since.
No, I haven't.
This is the same man who, clear as day, have shown that the moment you ask him a question about the money for the school, a date for the school, anything, he'll answer it. He'll let's call it what it is. He'll bug dance around it, or he'll hit you with ad hominem attacks, call you all kind of sellouts, and you were a spy sent in here to stop me. He calls you everything in the book. That school was supposed to be open for how long already?
I don't know, but what did he just say in the thing? It's supposed to be up what did he say? 20? It's supposed to be up this year, right?
We will open by Kwanzaa of 2023. Here's another thing too. That man supports Kwanzaa. Milana Karinga, what did he do to black women? Tie them up and whoop them with extension cords, torture them?
Yeah.
So why would you support anybody who supports that? This is the same man who wasn't at once upon a time he's talking about wanting to fight Sarah Sutton
Yes.
using all kind of vulgarity.
Yes.
I mean, come on. You take this man serious. Look here, I'll sell you a star in the sky right now for $10,000. You pick it, and you can pick it. I'll call up there and tell him you coming to get it.
Man.
And if you're paying cash and you send to Nick Taylor right now, I'll throw 3 more stars in for free. How about that? And you can have any planet up there. You send 20,000, you can have 5 stars, and I'll give you the sun. You just got to go get it.
Bruh, it don't make I don't get none of this stuff, man. I don't get none of this stuff. It don't make any, but I don't think anybody got to do this. Ain't even deep dive digging. This is simple. You know what I'm saying? This is surface level. This ain't even beneath the dirt. This is sitting on top of the grass. That's it. Bruh. I don't know what else to say, bro. But anyway, let's play a little more.
Go ahead.
So
That's crazy.
So what would you say about, obviously when we talk about the diaspora world, there's a sense of, African people or Caribbean people using the word, well, I'm not black, you know what I mean? I'm Caribbean or I'm African or whatever the case is. And they kind of associate negativity or negative stereotypes with Black Americans per se. And they feel like they don't want to identify as black because black usually is the term that Black Americans call themselves. So I don't want to be identified as black, so I am Caribbean. It's like they're separate people over there. You know what I mean? So what's your thoughts on that whole, that divide and just that whole blatant negative stereotype that some Africans or Caribbeans or other black people feel towards Black Americans?
Well, the white man's original tactic of divide and conquer, separate and rule is still his most cherished weapon against African people. You see, understandably, when people look at America up until now being, quote unquote, the most powerful country in the world, if you want to get down with the most powerful country in the world, you're going to have to despise who they despise. And since America has done such a great job despising African people, anybody who wants to come to this country, even if they are African, are going to seek somebody else's company other than ours, right? That doesn't make what they do right. But we have to look at the fact that we as African people in America haven't done a whole lot collectively to make ourselves the power base we should be for all African people. With our education, with our income, being the richest group of African people in the world in terms of take-home pay, we should be the power base for African people throughout the world.
All right, here we go. So let me address this. It was the people during the civil rights movement that wanted to be called black. Remember, they were called colored and Negro.
Correct.
They wanted to be called black. And since they love their civil rights leaders so much, you should have no problem. If I'm not mistaken, wasn't it Jesse Jackson?
Yes.
Yeah, okay.
African American Jesse Jackson.
Yes. So there you go. You got no if you love your civil rights leaders so much, you should have no problem being called black. That's one. Two, how you trying to unite with a group of people who don't really care to reunite with you? Africans will tell you
there's tons of videos on YouTube where Africans are telling that they were taught by their parents when they came to the United States not to mess with black people, with the Black Americans. And it was a lady on there that was she talking to her son. I told my son, if you bring American black woman back here, don't bring her back here. Don't bring her back here to Africa. You leave her there in America. You do not bring. This is a black African woman saying, don't you bring that Akata back here. Don't bring that Akata here. She is telling that to her son. This is a woman. So wait a minute. So Voltron ain't working. So Voltron is an American woman thing, huh? You know exactly. How they form together. But the African one, they don't want their sons to come back with a Black American female. But we the problem. Come on, Umar, spit it out.
White status. You'll
Hold
never
on,
be given
pause it,
probationary
pause
white
it.
status because you.
Sorry.
Let me also say this.
Hit it.
You talk to Africans. African doesn't call himself African. They're Nigerian, Ethiopian, Egyptian. They of the Igbo tribe or Igbo tribe. They are South. They're from Botswana. They identify the country that they're
Rwanda.
from.
Yeah.
You think
Liberian.
They identify with the lazy Afro-American who just says I'm African American? They know good and well that they can never
that phrase ain't even in my damn whatchamacallit.
They can't unify with you for one reason. Right by you identifying as an African American, they know you are too lazy to even do your own lineage. You think they can trust you with their resources? You so lazy you can't even find out who you are. You think they're gonna entrust you with their resources to help unify you and them to make your situation better? Never. Never. No other race on planet Earth identify as two continents outside of the Afro-American Black. You don't ever hear an Asian person saying, "Oh, I'm Asian." No, they'll let you know I'm Chinese. Asian American. No, I'm Chinese. I'm Japanese. No, I'm Filipino. You go to any white person, I'm Dutch, Irish. You know, I'm English. You know,
I ain't
Australia. Or I'm Australian.
Shout out to my partner in crime, Irv C1. That's my road dog in real life down here. What's up, Don Gordito? Go ahead, bro.
Irv C1. Yeah, shouts out, bro. Yeah, listen, if you too lazy to find out who you are, if you too lazy to find out, listen, and when it comes to somebody giving you all their resources, they want to know you. That's like the man knocking the door, and then you open the door and he said, "Oh, I'm selling vacuum cleaners. You might need one, but you're gonna ask, hey, where you get these vacuum cleaners from? How long you been selling them? Any warranty? Anybody buying them? How many are you selling? How many been sold nationwide? Remember back in the day, the salesman come knock the door?
Yeah.
And you want to ask questions. Umar Johnson, his idea of you. Listen, let me say this. All right. Are quote unquote African Americans in trying times? Pretty sure. If Marcus Mosiah Garvey couldn't get it going back when they were in the trying times back then were way worse than it is now.
Oh man, them guys had it, man. They caught hell.
And he couldn't get them to unify. You think you're gonna get black people in today's time to unify? You can't get black people to sit down. And I always say this: you can't get black people to sit down to discuss Thanksgiving dinner without a fist fight breaking out.
Yeah. Garvey and Dubois didn't even like each other.
Exactly.
And here's something else. This is, I think this is one of the things I asked him before I got clicked off his Twitter when I had Twitter. I said, you talk about W.E.B. Du Bois, who was a self-proclaimed socialist, and his wife Shirley was a member of the Communist Party USA.
Mm-hmm.
So, well, just because they're on the red party, don't mean that they're going to spread. What is the purpose of the red party? To spread the red. That's their job, to spread it wherever it go. They got to get you to believe in their system, to give up all of your belongings to them. Because, in communism, you don't own anything. The state owns everything.
Everything.
Okay. So why, anytime a black eccentric supposed to be, and he makes reference to W.E.B. Du Bois, and he don't say, now, one caveat, he was a self-proclaimed socialist, and so was his wife. They're both members of the Communist Party USA. I don't believe in socialism, but when he said 2 + 2 is 4, he's correct. You see, you know what I'm saying? But I've yet to see one of them do that. The only one, take that back, I'm lying. The only one I seen that make that statement when talking about Dubois was David Carroll. Besides myself, was David Carroll. I ain't heard them dudes, what's I call them Negroes from down the street. I ain't hear the Sarah this one and brother and Polite this one and this one and Yasser. No, I ain't heard none of them make that statement when they're talking about a self-proclaimed socialist.
Yo, right here, Nick. I don't mean to cut you off. Ladies and gentlemen, and the book, The Black Bourgeoisie by E. Franklin Frazier.
I got that book.
You go to page 235, says it right here. This right here shows you why black people will never be in one accord. Because of the struggles to gain acceptance by whites, the black bourgeoisie has failed to play the role of a responsible elite in the Negro community. Many individuals among the first generation of educated Negroes who were the products of missionary education had a sense of responsibility towards the Negro masses and identified themselves with the struggle of the masses to overcome the handicap of ignorance and poverty. We are far removed from that. Because now, fast forward to today, what happens, and I go to show you, ladies and gentlemen, I read this book. I read this book a lot. I love The Black Bourgeoisie.
Yes. I ain't read it I'm rereading. Our
Inception.
Yeah. I'm rereading it again. I ain't read it in about 5 years, about 5-6 years. I need to read it again.
I'm gonna read this part again. Many individuals among the first generation of educated Negroes who were the products of missionary education had a sense of responsibility toward the Negro masses and identified themselves with the struggle of the masses to overcome the handicap and ignorance of poverty. Their influence over the masses was limited, to be sure, not however, because of any lack of devotion on their part, but because of the control exercised by the white community. Now, there you go, ladies and gentlemen. The white people have communities, but that is telling you right there, Nick. You fast forward to today. How many black educated people do you see standing up in media today? We're not talking about the athlete. We're not talking about the rapper, the ex-drug dealer. That's Darwin's athlete.
No, you said educated.
Educated. How many black educated?
So that rules them out.
Yeah.
Okay.
How many black educated people do we have that's in the forefront wanting to be leaders for the quote unquote black community that are still going through some type of poverty-stricken struggle, living in a poverty-stricken disposition, or is trying to find a way through troubled times? Because as soon as a black person get 2 nickels to rub together, not only does he leave, he creates a platform to show you he has more than you. Black man, they rap music says, my car's better than yours, my woman look better than yours, because they go get a non-black topic for another conversation. My house is bigger than yours, and they put bricks of money to their ear. Now, Nick, is that showing it? Is a person like that showing me, who don't know where my next meal is coming from, that he has my best interest at hand? He's coming to get me out the hood, or he just want me to buy his music so he can better his life?
I'm going with the second of the two.
There you go. Now, let me ask you this question. Umar Johnson has well over $1 million in contributions towards his school.
I'm assuming,
allegedly, he's trying to build a school. Nick, let me ask you this.
Yes, sir.
I think me and you are very intelligent.
I'm okay.
Me too. I think Sly, he could walk and chew bubblegum at the same time. Anyway, we'll throw him in there. We love Kerry. We'll throw him in there too. We love Kerry though. Sly's all right. Yeah, somebody got to be last but least. That's Super Slot 75. My question is, if we all four had $1 million, I strongly doubt a school will be the first thing on our mind to build to help black people.
It wouldn't be on mine. I mean, if it would be on somebody's, hey, I mean, who am I? But
it wouldn't be on ours because black. Let me say this: black people are in situations today. Let them tell it that they need all the help in the world. If they don't go to school and pay attention today, and school is free for them to go to, what is Umar Johnson School going to do for them?
And a lot of the inner city school teachers are black. Who are the kids? Who are the kids jumping on? They're jumping on black teachers.
Also, let's not forget this: the same way they say, look at the books in the white school compared to the books in the black school. It's the same book. It's just in the white school, the pages is not torn out, it's not graffitied up, or have bubble gum stuck between the pages. It's the same book. And let's not forget this. I didn't think Google was one way for black people and a different way for white people. Because when you go to the Google search engine, it's universal, right?
Last time, well, it ain't. I ain't never had. Well, I don't use Google, so. But the last time I did, it didn't ask me what color I was.
Exactly. So his school, what is your school gonna do? I remember he said we're gonna teach the kids, how to farm. These kids don't want to learn how to read and write. Remember back in the day when they said, when I had an economics class where they taught us how to balance a checkbook.
Yeah, that was but before they even do that, I already knew how to balance a checkbook because my grandmother showed me.
You know what they got in school now? Programs they start to put studios in school. Studios. So kids can go in school in these classes, or whatever class you can get access to a music studio to make rap music. Everybody wants to be a rapper. Everybody wants to be some type of ball player, right? In the beginning of this video, what did he do? Not Umar Johnson.
What?
In the beginning of this video, what did that guy sitting there do? He opened his, this is the clothing line. Y'all go buy the merch. Everybody's selling t-shirts. Everybody's selling clothes. Black business, right? Yo, black entertainers when they get their money, they hurdle your store to go to Beverly Hills to buy high-end clothing. They only come back to you when they want you to buy their stuff. You think Umar Johnson is going to save, if his school was able to open up tomorrow, you think Umar Johnson could save young black youth when young black youth don't want to be saved? Umar Johnson can't offer nothing to black kids. Black kids, let me tell you something. There's a rapper running around right now with a kid, a child, and I'm not talking about, because I know rappers, 19 and 20, they pull a trigger, he's just a kid. I'm talking about somebody under the age of 15 years old. He's running around with this kid, a rapper, and this kid is he's on Instagram making videos cursing out Charleston White, talking about when we see you, we gonna pull up. He holding bricks of money to what? Umar Johnson, you think a kid is gonna sit in your school for 10 minutes and want to learn? These kids don't want to learn nothing. You go pick 10 kids out of any black community, quote unquote black community, because there's no such thing as a black community. And if anybody would like to debate it, I'll be happy to do it. You can go get 10 black kids out of any poverty-stricken disposition community right now. And I promise you, those kids don't want to sit still to do nothing. They want quick access. That's why, Nick, when they ask you questions, when you ask them questions about anything in life, they don't have an answer. Their answer is TikTok, Instagram, and followers. Because their hero is the uneducated savage that stands there doing gun signs at the screen, 50,000 times. His hero is the ignorant, as you say, mouth breathing knuckle dragger who could barely read and write. You think, and that's his hero, because the likes of a E. Franklin Frazier, the likes of a what's his name? What's his name? That was with Donald Trump. Everybody called him a coon. Ben Carson.
Ben Carson.
That journey requires you to what? Put your nose to the grindstone, read, write, educate yourself, and put in hard work. Now, if I'm looking at Ben Carson and I'm looking at a rapper like pick a rapper, any one of these ignorant rappers.
I'm trying to pause. Let me pause this.
There you go.
Okay.
Perfect. Thank you, Nate.
You want me to run it a little bit?
No, you just stay right there.
Okay.
Look at him standing there looking like a fool with 3 Spanish women, right? Topic for another conversation because they love black anyway. Topic for another conversation. You think his journey required more hard work than Ben Carson? Anybody can go buy a dress and get 2 guns and stand there and look like a fool. Hold on 1 second.
Listen,
keep it techie, man. I'm gonna tell you something about keep it techie. A lot of y'all don't know.
That's you in that badass Benz, huh?
Listen,
that's you can't stay off edge because you keep effing off friends, huh?
If you looking for somebody, Nick, put that back up there, please. If you looking for somebody that you want your children to be a role model, right? You want your children to follow the steps of somebody, it's keep it techie. Let me tell you, he's a paper chaser. He got his block on fire and he remains a G. He got 2 gold slugs in his mouth. That's all that need to be said. 2 gold slugs. And I bet they're 18 karat.
What's up, Edmund? I'm gonna run this a little bit. Hopefully I do, because if I get that thing, then I'm gonna have to take it down, and then this video will be on.
Because I can tell you, I put a video up one time with no volume, just the video, and I got flagged.
Well, I'm gonna put it up. I'm gonna download it and put it up on the Wake Up Radio anyway. I'm gonna put it up there anyway, and I put it on Rumble or whatever the heck anyway. But now we ain't gonna play the whole thing, so.
COA. Say my vows to you. I do. Married to the game, bitch, I'm married to the game, bitch, I'm married to the game. New age. COA. I just put up in that thing, she gon' fuck me for that thing, bitch, I'm married to the game, 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 but my bitch, I'm married to the game.
He put the gun in his mouth.
I came in this game with no fucking respect. All I know is go and count up a check. I got your bitch and she giving me neck. I just put up in that furnace of bed. Skirt. I started off in the trap.
Okay, I done had enough of that.
I can't listen to none of that crap.
I done had enough of that.
That proves my point. His journey to get to where he is, it requires no thinking, no critical thinking skills. It requires no planning. All you gotta do is make a fool out of yourself. To become a neurosurgeon requires hard work, requires dedication, requires perseverance. It requires you to really put your nose to the grindstone. These rappers, they have nothing. They show you nothing, and the kids want to support that. Umar Johnson in his school, I promise you, out of every 100 kids, 1 will probably want to have a future.
Hey, and then conspiracy theory, you hit it. That's it. Exactly. I was waiting on somebody to say that. Okay, you're gonna say you married to the gang. How come you couldn't go as the groom? Huh? How come you couldn't be the groom? Why did you have to be the bride? Thank you, conspiracy. The first time I seen it, that was the first thing that came to my mind. Bruh, I need to roll some more Umar before I lose my cool. Because I'm telling you, this is the stuff that infects. Now, how are you supposed to deal with that? How are you supposed to? Matter of fact, that's not even a question. That's a statement. Come on, Umar, start talking.
You are not white. And when they're done using you for your intellectual knowledge, when they're done using you in the labor market, when they're done using you, helping to perpetuate the myth of a multicultural colorblind America, they'll bust you right back to the country you came from. All African people in America who are not practicing Pan-Africanism are simply tools that are being used that have an expiration date. And when your utility to the white power structure expires, you will too, and they will send you back home. And this is why they hate blacks in America so much, the white power structure. We're the only non-white people in the country who cannot be sent home.
Right.
You cannot be deported. Slavery destroyed your cultural, psychological, and intellectual connection to your ancestral homeland. If the Ghanaian get on your nerve, he go back to Ghana. If the Puerto Rican gets on your nerves, he go back to Puerto Rico. If the Afro-Cuban gets on your nerves, he or she go back to Cuba. Right? If the Chinese get on your nerves, send them back to China. If the East Indian gets on your nerves, send them back to India. If the Arab gets on your nerve, send them back to one of the Middle Eastern states. But when American Africans get on your nerves, where do you deport us to? You can't deport us.
Yeah.
Slavery destroyed that connection that they needed in order to remove us. Most American Africans are so brainwashed, they think they're American. So you cannot deport them because this is what they identify with most. So in other words, the white man created his own problem, which makes it almost impossible to deport us. So the only way to get rid of us is a systemic system of racial genocide. And that's what they're using.
So Truth, do you think he believes or know, just by doing the sheer math alone, that there were more people, dark-skinned people here already before the boats went from Western Africa to the Caribbean, you know, and then up to the Americas?
He knows.
You think
that.
he know that?
You know why he don't talk it? Because if he did express that fact, then a lot of his argument goes out the window. A whole bunch of those Hotep, back to Africa, red, black, and green Negroes argument, it goes out the window. It goes out the window. The moment you start saying, hey, there was a lot of black people here, you know, so, you know, let them tell it. Every black person that ever came here came from Africa. Came from Africa. The same way they never speak about the Native American moment in the slave trade when Native Americans had slaves. You know, see how Native American, they try to make it sound like they try to clean it up. Oh, no. We didn't enslave them. We actually took them in as workers and gave them homes. And yeah, that's what slavery. That's what slave owners did.
Yeah, indentured servitude. I mean, I wonder if he know that there were black female slave owners too.
Did you see the story on the black female slave owners?
Yeah, well, I read it in the library because, see, you know me, I went to the Library of Congress. So, you know, I think, you know, silly me, you know, going to the freaking source, right? What the hell was I thinking? You know, me and three other people, we went to the Library of Congress, and the Cherokee Nation had so many black slaves, it was ridiculous. I mean, but anyway, I ain't even gonna beat them up. Go ahead and roll, bro. I'm gonna get to our next clip. Go ahead.
No.
What's up, Shaka? Go ahead, bro. No, go ahead, because I'm gonna go. No, I gotta find. I want to get the timeline. So go ahead, bro.
Yeah. So like I said, that would hurt their you know, all black men and all black women. We come from Africa. Listen. Okay.
God dang it.
If you do the bloodline, if you do the lineage of, yes, of course, you're going to find that you come from some part of Africa. Not a problem. Somewhere in your family. But it would hurt their argument. It would hurt what he's trying to do, which is not good for black people, because I don't understand why he believes that he can create a total situation where black people don't need to be dependent of white people. You're sitting on a non-black platform. You're being broadcasted on a non-black platform. I'm sorry. You use non-black platforms to to collect money and donations. You even use the U.S. Postal Service so people can mail you money, checks and money orders. Are you kidding me? You need the non-black platforms in order to sustain. When he was talking about electricians and plumbers and HVAC and I want all black. No, stop it. Stop it. I don't get it how they just they create this delusional thing in their head that everything could be done without the help of the white man. You crazy? This is his world. This is his country. Everything you do with your life, it has his hand in it. Because right now, if Umar Johnson broke his arm, I promise you, he's not running to the hospital screaming, "Give me your first black doctor." He's going to scream, "Doctor, help me." And when he screamed that whatever first annual, second annual, school, whatever he had going on, he married those 2 black women. He was up on Instagram. When he was drunk in the club, drinking and reciting Tupac, was it California Love? He was on Instagram. Cut it out. Cut it out. Let me tell you something. These black people, when they put their hand in their pocket, they come up with lint. And the first thing they do is they pull on your heartstrings to get you to feel sorry for them, so you can donate to their unrealistic dream, so they can sell you anything to have you believe that they have the best interests of black / Negro / colored / African American / American African / American of the African diaspora. However you want, they pull at your heartstring to have you believe if you give them something, which 9 times out of 10 is money, they're gonna use that money to better the black community. They never gonna do anything for black people. Stop it. You give Umar Johnson $1 million cash right now, Umar Johnson's life is gonna be better, not black people. Not black people. I bet if anybody asks Umar Johnson, can you show me the account to where all that money is being, all the donations, where you depositing? Can you show it to us? Show us proof that you have black people interests at hand outside of your words and the things you and the idea you sell black people. He can't show you no money. You see what he did with Lord Jamal? When Lord Jamal said, "Hey, my old lady's father or brother, whoever that was, he opened up a school. Maybe I can connect y'all." I don't need no connections. You don't need no connections. Well, everybody need connections when you're starting a business. When you opening up anything, you're going to need a plumber, an electrician, a carpenter. You're going to need somebody to sell you some chairs, some tables, something. You don't need nobody. You just need money. That right there, ladies and gentlemen, is the lowest form of begging I've ever heard in my life. He's worse than the person standing on the side. At least the man on the corner saying, "Voila, I need a beer." He's more truthful than Umar. Umar Johnson ain't even telling you nothing. He getting mad when you ask questions. He wants your donation, and when you ask him, "Can you show me where this donation is going?" he call you a coon or Uncle Tom and sell out and block you. And don't ever want to answer your questions because he doesn't give a damn about anything that you got to say. He don't give a damn about anything that any questions or concerns. He just want that donation via Cash App, PayPal, like he say PayPal, or go to the U.S. Postal Service, put it in an envelope, and mail it to the P.O. box address he's always giving out. That man ain't got no plans to open up no dang on school. He never gonna open up a school. Never. Didn't Lennon Honor do some stuff on him and show that the school cannot even be It's inhabitable. I hope I'm saying the word right. It cannot be occupied by people.
Yeah, I know it's yeah.
It can't be
Uninhabitable.
Uninhabitable. It cannot be occupied by people. How you gonna open a school? You need clean water in the school. How you gonna open up a school?
Health department gotta put their stamp put their stamp of approval on it.
Of course, ain't talking about children. We ain't talking
because it's in Delaware, right?
Something like that.
I don't know what the standards are there. All right, you got anything else before I roll this a little bit?
Nah, go ahead, bro. You good?
Okay. Got another sheriff's call just that fast. Hey, and I just called the guy. He said, "Hey, man, this one you sent me out here, yeah, it's a 911 Carrera. I'm quite sure somebody gonna pay the freight to come get that."
I don't excuse nothing another race does to my people. Because as a human being, you should be able to practice decency, whether you're dealing with a billionaire or somebody who's dead, broken, homeless on the street. You understand me?
Definitely.
But we have to look.
I agree with that.
Look in the mirror too, and look at how we make it easy for people to disrespect us.
I've been saying that a long time.
Because how does a people in your condition have the time to engage in this type of tomfoolery over here? Do you feel me?
Yeah.
If I'm Chinese looking at Black America, how do I make sense out of this?
Right.
Y'all can't care about yourselves, because as much as you talk about reparations and as much as you talk about the next presidential election, look at the money you waste. Imagine
a
Korean walking.
So he's acting like he's not part of the negative image of Black America.
See, that's coon talk right there, man.
I'm sorry. Because if I didn't know Black people and I looked at Umar Johnson, I don't think he's a good representation of Black people. Let me tell you, he's a good talker. Just
he has oratory skills, or
just
like
above
par.
Michael King Jr., just like Barack Hussein Obama, and the rest of them, Messi Jackson, Al Sharpton, they all talk good.
Oh yeah, they can bump them gums.
Yeah, but I don't think he's a good representation of Black people. If I had to send somebody out to represent Black people, it should not be Umar Johnson. Go ahead.
Into a Black community meeting on reparations, a Korean, and stand up and say, "Can I ask y'all a question? Why y'all in here arguing over reparations when y'all done turn my people into $1 trillion nation? I make $30 billion off y'all people a year. $30 billion a year. How much have we give the Koreans over the past 30 years? What's 30 billion times 30 years? And you talking about reparations? You see that? But Black people are in denial about our self-hate. I tell Black women all the time, if you would just stop hating the way God made you, you can take your 30.
You think them Negroes care about anything about Black reparation? Look, everybody got on Jordans. Everybody got on fitted caps. I don't see nothing there that says, I Black, I support Black. I'm pretty sure the studio they sitting in is not Black owned. The furniture was not made by Black people, nor the plastic plants. The electronics must say Toshiba or something.
Well, those are Shure microphones. I don't think there's a Black made microphone. I don't think it exists. I know there's Black furniture purveyors out there.
That table was not made by a Black person. And isn't that Deer Park water back there? What kind of water is that? That's in front of Umar Johnson?
That part I don't know.
It ain't Black people water.
I don't even know what city anybody know what city these cats are out of? Because I don't know. I don't know what city these gentlemen are out of. I really don't know. All BS aside.
That sounds good what he's saying. And look at them, they all sitting there. Yeah, you're right. Ask them Negroes a week from now, what was Umar Johnson talking about?
Yeah, daily wrap-up crew. I don't know where they from, bro. I ain't even gonna fake it.
They not gonna know nothing this man was talking about a month from now. But you could go to them a month from now and say, what did Jay-Z say about blah blah blah? Niggas will quote him word for word. Go ahead.
And I know me, I'd be like, I don't know. I don't know. But okay, come on, Umar, spit it out, bro.
$30 billion a year and build an independent school for every Black girl out here. You could stop child sex trafficking. Black women could wipe out child sex trafficking for black girls by taking some of that $30 billion on here. But guess what?
There's plenty of black women that's in the child sex trafficking trade.
Since anyway.
I mean, what? So in his mind, anything detrimental to black people, black women don't have a hand in none of it.
No, they're the victim to everything.
I remember doing the video when they busted that trafficking ring in Florida. The lion's share was females, but it was almost an equal number between black and non-black females.
Mm-hmm.
And then people, well, it was 50 people and only 20 of them was female. Oh, so that don't count. So them 20 don't count. So if you got 20 women that's, use it that know they're a woman and they're on a team that's trafficking girls. Not saying that it should be easier for a man to do it, because I don't have the stomach for it. I don't. But you know what I'm saying. You figure it should be harder for a female to do it, but I know better than that, because any woman will tell you normally her biggest adversary is another woman.
Of course.
Most women will tell you that. But anyway.
While look is way more important than the condition of my people. Black men, same thing. We could take the $4 billion on liquor, the $2 billion on Air Jordans, the multiple billion we spend on vacations, all the money we spend on these damn non-black women. We could take that money and build black schools for black boys all over the
clubs.
But I want to know, we can't. I don't want to say we can't change that, but that's we're surrounded by it. It's like every block has a liquor store.
So when he said that about Jordans, you sitting there talking to niggas with Jordans on their feet?
Exactly.
Are you kidding me?
Exactly.
Are you kidding me?
Exactly. Now, me personally, I will say this. I don't even own a pair of Jordans. I'm an old dude anyway.
I've owned 2 pair of Jordans in my life. I'm 42.
Yeah. I've never owned a pair of Jordans. I've never been a sneakerhead. I just, sneakers to me is sneakers, Now I got my K-Swiss. I got a couple of pair of Adidas, the old school ones, and I've been wearing rocking solid white K-Swiss since high school, and I'm in my 50s. But even when I played football, our cleats was ponies. I never owned a pair of ponies that wasn't cleats. You know what I'm saying? But that's me anyway. God dang it, man! Because I want to get them out of here before midnight.
Every block has sneakers.
That don't mean you have to partake.
No, I agree with that 100%.
Where is the discipline?
It's so hard for the people that don't know no better.
Discipline. But we do know better. We do. Even the most politically uneducated black person knows there's something better I could be doing with this money. Do you feel me?
I agree.
We are comfortable in our oppression.
This is true, Big Pontiac. I'm not a hooper. I'm not. I played football. I am. I'm not a hooper. You right. You 100 on that one.
And the reason we're comfortable in it is the white man has allowed us enough of his useless amusements to content us with our oppression. We got the cell phone, social media, NBA playoffs. We have enough. See, black poverty ain't the same as African poverty. Right. It ain't the same as Caribbean African poverty. What? It ain't the same as Brazilian African poverty. Our poverty is damn near middle to upper class in most other places in the world.
Okay, I agree.
Do you understand me?
Okay.
And so,
that's true. That's true.
I agree with that. I was about to get in his ass. Go ahead.
Yeah, no, that's true. That's true.
Yeah.
Because we don't have it as bad as other people, we think we winning when we losing. We think we winning when we lose.
Is that why, when Africans or the Caribbeans come over here and they be like, yo, you know what? Y'all got it easy. Like, you know what I mean? Y'all just being lazy.
Compared to what they come from.
Right, yeah.
And when they come, they take advantage of whatever they can do. So they'll work at the taxi. They'll work at the airport security, right? And they'll save that money and they will send it back home. Many of them come over there to hustle.
It's true. The Guatemalans send it home.
That's true. Yeah.
The Mexicans send it home. But anyway.
So, and to send the money back home, and I don't have no problem with them doing that. You understand? But what I do need the African immigrant brother and sister to understand, America will give you opportunity that she will never give me because you are not a threat. You can be 100%. Deported whenever they feel like it.
The average black person, black male, isn't a threat anyway.
Exactly.
Hey, truth. Ask me why. Ask me why.
Why is that?
Because the whole world, male and female alike, even the lion's share of females that look like us, have no problem with the world stepping on black American men.
Thank you. Thank you.
You're welcome. Okay. Go ahead, Umar.
True. You can be stripped of your American citizenship or your green card whenever they feel like it. They can strip me of my citizenship, but we'll do.
Yeah, but they can lock your ass up in jail on some trumped up charges.
Exactly.
They send me nowhere. We are the only people that cannot be deported. And that's why America can't stand us, even though she's the reason she can't get rid of us.
So I know you said earlier that you don't want to beg anybody to be a...
What? Wait, did he say what I thought he said?
Go ahead.
Hold on. Okay. We're at 11:07. Let me go back. A few seconds here.
Doing that, you understand? But what I do need the African immigrant brother and sister to understand, America will give you opportunity that she will never give me because you are not a threat. Doing that, you understand?
I'm sorry.
Doing that, you understand?
I don't want to beg anybody to be a...
God damn it.
Doing that, you understand? But what I do need the African immigrant brother and...
God dang it. Come on, YouTube.
Okay.
I think they're ignoring it.
I don't disagree totally. You have Negroes and you have Coons.
Okay.
Now, here you go. He talking about us now and SKC.
Yeah, 100%.
You know. Yeah.
The Negro is completely ignorant. He would respond to what you just suggested. Take a Negro who think white people are everything. White women are beautiful. White people are more intelligent. Black people are lazy. He's a Negro. He's been miseducated.
How is that miseducation?
I don't know. I don't know. I can't even wrap my head around that one.
Hold on. So I'm being miseducated about the Negro being lazy when I see Negroes at 9 o'clock in the morning, not at work.
How many likes we got, True? I can't see the screen because I'm on StreamYard. I can't see it.
Let me see.
If y'all ain't hit the like, hit the like for a brother, man.
On my end.
Yeah, 35. How many? We got 47 watching. Come on, y'all, catch up with me. Help me in the algorithm. I'm trying to build it back.
37.
Go ahead, bro.
How am I misinformed or I'm miseducated when you could go outside on any given at any given time in the black quote unquote black community and see Negroes not at work?
Yes.
How?
Standing in front of the bodega or the package store, right?
Exactly. And then he's saying, you know, well, you see white women's beautiful, this, that, and third. Hold on. Because I'm kind of confused. So how did Spanish people get here? I'm
by boat.
I'm half Spanish.
Yes, you are. Black,
Negroid, Caucasoid, Mongoloid. Spanish people, right? It's called Spanish for a reason because you're offspring of Spaniards.
Yeah.
Where's Spain at again?
It's in Europe, sir.
So that makes Spain.
It's in southwestern Europe, to be exact.
That makes them Europeans, correct?
This is correct, sir.
So if you don't like anything white, how the hell do you accept Spanish? If you don't like nothing white, you should not accept anything. Listen, if I don't like apples, I can't hate apples, but then say, well, you know what? The apple tree serves a purpose. I don't like apples. The tree serves no purpose. Get it out the ground from the roots and get rid of it.
But what about Granny Smith apples?
Hey, it's still an apple.
Green apples?
It's still an apple.
Cran apple.
You can call it whatever you want. It's still an apple. if you are looking at because he's always talking about we come from this and
he's an absolute. He's on absolutes. He serves up absolutes.
So if his logic has to make sense, you should not give a damn about anything Spanish, because Spanish, right, is a branch on the tree of Spaniard. Spaniards come from Europe. If you are from Europe, you are a European. And he is anti-European. Last I heard.
So basically, I'm supposed to not like my grandfather, who's a mulatto, who has my great grandfather as as they say, a whole white man.
Well, wasn't he hugging up on some woman one day in a restaurant, taking pictures or something?
Yes.
Wasn't black?
No, she wasn't. I mean, I don't. Man, let me play some of this here so I can get folk out of here.
You educate him, you can bring him back into the revolution, right?
Right.
He was just a Negro. He didn't know.
Right.
But then you got the Coon. The Coon knows.
The Coon. That
the white man ain't better. The Coon knows that black people are the original people. But he's paid and financed to intentionally mislead his people. The Negro I can work with, because I can educate him out of his situation.
Right.
The Coon is dangerous. The Coon has stabbed me in my back the minute I turned my back. And that's why many of our African leaders from around the world have been betrayed by members of their inner circle.
But I'm supposed to want to put those people into my fold them into my operation.
And let me ask this question: wasn't he on the Breakfast Club?
Yes.
Isn't the Breakfast Club a part of
Coondom?
iHeart or eHeart or whoever owns
iHeart?
it?
Yeah. I don't know who owned iHeart.
Okay.
I know it's a big thing. I know I remember when they were going around buying up radio stations like crazy.
Okay. And wasn't he on there talking about, telling, Charlemagne and DJ Envy and Angela Yee that he needs the big rappers and these millionaire rappers to help donate to his school?
He did?
Yeah, he did. Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Yeah. So my question now is,
that Yee chick, she left. She has her own channel. I put up a video that's a clip from her channel. I don't know if you've seen it yesterday, about a chick that called in the show. She's married to a guy, been married to him for over 10 years. And she's having sexual relations with her husband's cousin. And the child that she has that her husband think is hers is actually his cousin's. And they asked her, was she going to stop having sex with him? And she said, hell no. I put that video up. I think it was yesterday or day before yesterday. She said, hell no. But here's her reasoning. And I can hear that Brooklyn in her voice. Here's her reasoning, Truth. She knew the cousin before she married her husband. So you messing with this guy, then you meet another guy and you like him enough to marry him, but you still screwing the guy that you was with to the point that you then had a baby by him. And you gonna leave it alone. She said, quote, Truth, some of the people in the chat, they saw the video. Irv C1, he even commented on it. Yeah, like he said, yeah, right. But she didn't know at first. Yeah. She said that because they asked her, is she gonna tell them? She said she's carrying it to the grave.
There you go.
That's what she said.
There you go.
But Umar will tell you he gonna wind up telling us this is his fault. Anything else you want to throw in before I roll it?
Listen, if you accept Spanish, you accept this, that, and the third, anything that comes from Spain is European. Everything. It has European roots to it. That means it's part. It's beginning as European. Just because it fits your narrative, don't make it different. You can't throw the baby out with the bathwater. Go ahead. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No, you good. You right, Bun. She didn't disguise her voice. Let me get going here because I'm switching between screen. I got multiple screens here, so I'm doing this. Y'all gotta, and and plus I gotta keep switching in and out because on StreamYard, if any of y'all ever stream, when you go from your bullet thing, you're switching back and forth. So I apologize if I miss anything, y'all. I'm sorry.
Lumumba murdered by a friend. Thomas Sankara murdered by a stepbrother. Malcolm X murdered by people he trusted. Dr. King set up by people he trusted. When you look at the Black struggle globally, because you got to look at all of our heroes and sheroes, not just the ones here. Many of them were set up and sabotaged by people they grew up with and who they trusted. Kwame Nkrumah was overthrown in Ghana with the assistance of his college roommate at Lincoln University in
That's true.
Pennsylvania. The State Department found his roommate, sent him to Ghana to help overthrow his roommate, who was the first democratically elected president in Africa post-colonization.
That's like
that's actually true.
The Fred Hampton story I've seen recently.
Right. Now, that informant wasn't a friend of Fred Hampton, but to your point, he weaved his way into his trust, sold him out, gave the FBI a drawing of Fred Hampton's apartment, drugged his Kool-Aid.
Yeah.
You understand? So when you get in this movement for Black liberation, you don't have no friends.
I have a quick question for you that may be personal. Do you feel like, since you're a big impact to the Black community, that you're in danger?
Hell no, because ain't gonna move nothing. I'm gonna skip past that. Ain't nobody worrying about it. Ain't nobody come to see you, Otis.
I'd say this. There's no exceptions. They might not all be bigots, but there's no exceptions.
Is that still the same?
Well, I got two answers. If we dealing with white people, why would you want one of them after what they've done to us and continue to do? Because your white girlfriend's still a racist. She still doesn't value Black life. You understand? That white man Serena Williams is married to, he don't value Black life. You understand? That white woman that took $1 billion from Tiger Woods, she don't value Black life, right? I could give you countless examples.
But the only one he drag is men. But anyway.
Those are people I've met in therapy who were called the N-word by white husbands and white wives. You understand me? White people who have sex with you. Didn't the slave master sleep with our mothers and grandmothers? So just because they land in the bed with you, what makes you think that they shed their racism? They don't. White people.
Black slave owners slept with their slaves too. Hey, truth. You think, now granted, we know that the Africans outnumbered, the Irish, but do you think that any of the Irish slaves, that the slave owners stroked any of the Irish women, or they just stroked the Black women?
I got to figure out which one fits the narrative more, because reality doesn't exist when I'm trying to fit a narrative.
Well, I'll let you marinate on that.
People are racist. All white people are racist. There's no exceptions.
All white people are racist. There's no exceptions.
All.
They might not all be bigots, but they're all racist. They all want their people to dominate unfairly the resources, the opportunities, and the privileges of this society.
So
every white person.
What about the people that just say love is love, right?
Who believes love is love?
I mean, that's most people's answer.
That might be most Black people. Love ain't love for most white folks. Everything white people do has a political purpose. Everything white people do has a political purpose. Ain't no love is love with white folks.
Would we be considered racist if we only date within our race?
No, that's what you call race loyalty. And racism is a group system of exploitation, discrimination, oppression, bias, where one group seeks to deny all members of another group their fair share of resources, opportunities, and privileges. You know why you can't be a racist? You don't own a damn thing white people need in order to live. True. White people need you for nothing, but you need them. Whose schools our kids go to? Theirs.
Yours? Oh, not his. God dang it. What am I talking about? Bruh. There's we could talk an hour on that right there, and I don't want to do it because I don't want to slow down the flow of the show. He uses these white, look, let's be for real. There are white racist people. I've met quite a few of them. over the course of my 50 some odd years. Now, even the ones that were nice to me, I guess with him, they were still bad. But anyway, I'm gonna skip past that because I'm not gonna nitpick him. Truth, when he went to, who do you think he put the deposit down to get that building from?
A white man.
Who in Delaware, who is he gonna have to go to get the permits? Who what city council, who's probably running the city council that allowed the purchase to take place?
Not a black, I'm pretty sure.
When he go to get the water turned on finally, and you ain't doing his filtration system, even if Truth Teller was doing his filtration system, Truth, who you gonna have to go to get a permit for before you even start building the reverse osmosis system?
Pretty sure white man.
Okay, what about the electricity?
Pretty sure it's operated by white people.
Okay, Delaware, it's not far from New York, right? New York and New Jersey, right?
It's close to Jersey, yeah.
Okay. And we know how the garbage collection system work in New York and New Jersey, right?
Yeah.
That's them folk, right? Hey, how you doing? Hey, how many dumpsters you fucking need there?
Yeah.
Right? Them folks, right? Okay. I'm quite sure they probably got a foothold in Delaware too.
Yeah.
So all right, Italy is in Europe, so Europe is European, so that means what? So when he go to get the dumpster service, who he gonna have to get that dumpster service from at his school?
Non-blacks.
What am I missing, dog?
You ain't missing nothing. He's full of it.
I just want to make sure it wasn't. I want to make sure it wasn't me, because I love my folks. But here's the thing, dog. I ain't cutting off my electricity because GVEC ain't no black people on the board of directors at GVEC.
Yeah.
I need my electricity for all this schnick.
Yeah.
I wonder what brand camera is on him.
Like I said,
we know it's a Shure microphone, but it's gonna be what, a Vivitar, a Sony, a Panasonic, something like that, right? Okay, it's a Shure SM7B, so that means it's going through a mixing console. Because SM7B, it requires a lot of gain. So you see what I'm saying, dude? You can't go anywhere without something that someone else outside of your race touches. Even if you move to Africa. I'm getting heated. Let me go ahead and roll because I don't want to take up too much time. I'm sorry, y'all, because I got to get to this part down here. Y'all head gonna explode about right there. Y'all head is gonna explode.
True. Our money in whose back?
Fair warning, right? I'm giving them fair warning.
Yeah, exactly.
Thanks. Theirs. Who's building the houses we need to rent and buy? Them. Who's shipping?
Black people used to build houses. What happened?
Now stuff around the world that we need to order to live? Them. You follow me? They don't need us for shit. We need them for everything. We are as dependent on white people today as we was when slavery ended 157 years ago. So, in my opinion, if you talk to an integrationist, and say, how far have we come since slavery? Oh, we've come very far. We got a black president. Now we got a black vice president. We got a black Supreme Court justice. We got about 10 black billion.
Mr. Truth Teller, sir.
Yes, sir.
He said black president. Wasn't one each Barry Sotero's mother a full-blown white European woman?
Yes.
So that means he's a subscriber in the one drop rule. Because he didn't call him mulatto. He calls him black. So if he's ignoring the white part, that means he believes in that's his name, Barry Sotero. That's his birth name. I'm sorry.
You didn't make
so
it
that
up.
Yeah, I can't. Yeah, I didn't make it up. Jay Jermaine, that's my dude. That's my dude right there. So that means he subscribes to the one drop rule.
Mm-hmm.
I wonder who created the one drop rule. Let me onward, right?
Millionaires. We got about 100 black millionaires.
Ain't shit changing.
Because their definition of progress is based exclusively on superficial assets. Are you following me?
Mm-hmm.
Now that's the integrationist. Now you come to me, the nationalist, the Pan-African nationalist. How much progress have we made since slavery? Zero. But Dr. Umar, how can you say that? Black people got master's degrees, doctorate degrees, houses in white neighborhoods. We own our own businesses. We got millionaires.
Wait a minute. If we made zero progress, didn't he just throw the black president part in, the most powerful man in this nation? That's what he said, right?
And he's about to open up a black school. Isn't that progress? Hey.
What did they do during slavery, the blacks trying to teach others in school?
Kill them.
They kill them.
Yeah.
So who's trying to, so he's sitting there, what is he, a hologram? So ain't nobody up there trying to murk him for
we got tech companies.
Look, they could snap, but I get it. When you're when you're hosting the show, I get it. You're not there to stump the person. I get it. Because if you do that, ain't nobody gonna be looking to come to your show. I get it. But maybe that's cool. They let it do this. Let us do this. Look, we can't stump the show. We just gonna get it out there, and we gonna let, you know what I'm saying, everybody else crack it down to pieces.
Yeah.
Because if they do it, then you stopping people from coming on your show. So I get it. I'm sorry. I just want to throw that out there, y'all.
Here's my question. To what extent are we now in a better position to protect and dictate the lives of our children today than we was when slavery ended? Let me ask it another way. When slavery ended, we own 1/2 of 1% of all the wealth in America. Guess how much we own now?
The same.
1/2 of 1% of all the wealth in America. What was the ratio of blacks to whites then
compared to
when it was 1% than it is now?
Exactly. And also, what was the situation? Because people like to make this seem like the moment slavery ended, black people just got every black person got millions of dollars.
I'm trying to keep it flowing, bro. Because if I say it, because once I get diarrhea in the mouth, and I don't want to lose nobody out here. I want to get to that meat, because I'm telling y'all, when about right there, y'all gonna come unhinged. The chat gonna be lit when we gonna skip over this right here. Oh, Barack Obama and black people. He ain't gonna say nothing we don't know. Organizing the black vote. It's called the Democrat Party. We don't have to talk about that. We gonna get the right here and go to there, and that's when y'all gonna come unflipping hinged.
the fuck has changed? Nothing at all, but the appearance of things.
Right.
The only thing they did when they ended.
And Carrie Rice, she said we need to do a part 2. Truth, you down for that?
Yeah, if you want to stop it right now, we can do part 2.
No, because I want to get that part, because dude, there's still another whole video on the end of this one, because I'm gonna stop about right here. Let me see. I'm gonna stop there, and look what's coming up after that: reproductive rights and responsibility, masculinity of black women, interracial marriage rates, building the school, buying a historic HBCU, black man denied school ownership, white contractors versus black contractors, masculinity classes for boys. That's going to come after. So we're going to stop right there and leave all the rest of that. You okay? But I'm going to skip past like I said, the Barack Obama, ain't nothing else to say. That's beating a dead horse. And organizing the black vote. How can you say Negro, the black vote is organized. 91% of American blacks vote for the Democrat Party. So is it truth? If that ain't organization, what is? So what is it? I mean, you know what I'm saying?
Slavery has changed the way it looked. They traded in slavery. Before the 13th Amendment, we were owned by individuals. We was the property of individual slaveholders. After the 13th Amendment, we became property of the government itself. We are slaves of the state.
And so are white people. So are white people. Carrie had put my Cash App in there, Jay Jermaine. I don't even remember. Carrie said she's off tomorrow. Let's do it tomorrow. Carrie put it in there. She know it better than I do. I'm sorry, bro. I don't even know it, but I'll let Carrie. She'll get it squared up for you, brother. I'm sorry. Cause wait a minute. So truth, white people they don't pay. They ain't gotta do none of that, huh? Okay.
No.
I'll be damned. Mexicans? No.
Nope.
Asians? No.
Nope.
No. You sure?
I think I'm positive.
Okay. Well, you know, if anybody I trust you. So
still not free.
Let me ask you a question, because
in other words, if you walk out here right now and a police officer pulls you over and takes your life, God forbid, unjustifiably, how was that any better than you being on the plantation picking cotton and the overseer just decides to get off his horse and blow your damn brains out? 157 years apart. Was there any difference in the power dynamic?
Hell no.
Nothing at all.
Yeah, but truth, you was a police officer. Don't police officers get tried when they do bad shoots and go to the pen? Now, some of them may not go for life, but I ain't even gonna get into that. I ain't even gonna get into the good shoot, bad shoot thing
at all.
Right.
We are exactly where we were.
There's no ramifications.
Power is.
And y'all tomorrow, Umar on a roll. Yeah, call him Butter because he on a roll. We'll go back to the black vote thing tomorrow. I just want to get to this, the meat. We'll go back here. Then we'll skip the two we're going to do now. And then we'll run through the end of it tomorrow. Because y'all got to be mad as fuck. Y'all got to be calling me all kind of names. Here we go.
A black woman can have sex whenever she wants.
Right.
Because she's beautiful. She can have a bed mate.
Even the ones, but that's any woman. That's any woman, dog. Even the ones that ain't beautiful. That's any woman. Come on, man.
But to have a soul mate, she may never get. I have two daughters, 11 and 20, right? My oldest will be 21 this week. Statistically, right? There's a strong chance my daughter could be one of those. I hope she's not. She could be one of those who never get a husband because only 1 out of 4 gets a husband. You see that? So when a black woman says, I don't need a man, that is a reaction to the reality that I may not get a man.
So why not preach? Because I understood, you're obviously against interracial relations when it comes to black men with with white women.
With all women. You should only be with the black woman.
And you will say, well, if you can't find a good woman in America, there's plenty in Africa.
Absolutely.
So why not teach that same rhetoric to our women? Like,
I tell sisters all the time, go to Africa. So I know sisters who marry. I just spoke with her sister. She invited me to the wedding. She just married a brother from the continent.
So, but instead of saying they
hey, truth. You know how you can tell when he being disingenuous?
What's that?
The tone of his voice changed.
100%. Yep.
The tone of his voice changed when it come. I said, got a sister married on the continent the other day. Why the voice change? Why the pitch change? Every time I hear that, that's normally somebody, they trying to cover something. Why the pitch change? And shout out to that sister. But how often do you think that happened? Yeah.
Listen.
I may.
Huh?
No, go ahead. We
get a
agree.
man.
So why not preach? Because I understood, you're obviously against interracial relations when it comes to black men with with white women.
With all women. You should only be with the black woman.
And you will say, well, if you can't find a good woman in America, there's plenty in Africa.
Absolutely.
So why not teach that same rhetoric to our women? Like, if you feel
I tell sisters all the time, go to Africa. So I know sisters who marry. I just spoke with her sister. She invited me to the wedding. She just married a brother from the continent.
So, but instead of saying they will never get married,
I'll take the sisters to Africa who married brothers they met in Africa.
Right.
So yeah,
I think there's plenty.
You hear that pitch, Truth?
I hear it. Yeah, I hear it.
I think there's obviously plenty of black men,
yes,
black women.
So and what I also tell black women, if
married,
you're going to go get you an African man from the continent,
right,
you're going to have to understand that the way in which you talk to black men in America will not be tolerated over there.
What? Bam! 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 Wait a minute. Oh, God dang it. I got this high dollar ass machine. Forget it, y'all. I'm going to be petty. Damn it. Y'all just going to have to let me be petty. And I'm going to be effing petty. Y'all just going to have to deal with my petty. Let me see. Explosion. Where is it? RBR. Nope. Droid. Nope. Black. Nope. Ring. David Carroll. Tick, tick, tick. Nope. God damn it. I'm gonna find it. I got too much shit in this machine. God dang it. We gotta be petty, bro. We gotta be Well, no, that ain't gonna work. No, bye Felicia. No, that ain't gonna work. Not in this case. We'll use by Felicia before it's all over with. But no, I don't know. Where the thunderclap? Forget it. I know I got a explosion in here somewhere. He's but he gonna tell the black women that they can't talk to the African man the way that they talk to black American men.
What do you got? William 236, hold traffic, shots fired.
Shots fired, shots fired. Hey, what you got? Shots fired, right? So, but okay, so how come? Come on, y'all.
I think there's obviously plenty of black men,
yes,
black women.
So and what I also tell black women, if you're going to go get you an African man from the continent,
right,
you're going to have to understand that the way in which you talk to black men in America will not be tolerated over there.
Why the fuck so why the hell does it got to be tolerated here, Truth?
That's a good question, bro.
Why does it have to be? So he gonna tell them that sassy mouth, that slick in the mouth ain't gonna be tolerated over there, but he ain't gonna tell them to pipe it down over here. Why? That's all. I think that's a legitimate question. Why?
Yeah. I mean, go ahead, play the tape, bro.
It's not tolerated here. That's what we're trying to tell them.
Well, over here.
No, young brother, it is tolerated here. Y'all in New York City. Y'all in ground zero for slick at the mouth heifers. Ground zero. Man, them Bronx chicks. Yo, what's up, kid? This, that, no, the suck my DICK. What? What are you talking? Whoa, what are you talking about? I'll punch you in your fucking throat. You better get out of my face. Umar Johnson hates black men. Yeah, you're probably right.
Here, Terry. I want to say this to us, though. Because we try to act like the way sisters treat us doesn't have a history that we are not at least partly responsible for.
Truth, help me, bro. Help me. Help me, bro.
Can't be helped.
I can't be helped.
I can't be helped.
So is black men fault that black women treat them bad, that talk to them, but he gonna tell them they can't talk to the dudes on the continent like that, but it's our fault so they can talk to us like that over here.
That's exactly what he's saying.
How?
How
does that make sense?
It doesn't make a lick of sense. It doesn't make a lick of sense.
Let's be honest. The black woman has had to hold down the black house by herself, although imperfectly. She's had to do it by herself since the mass incarceration of black males began in the 1970s.
It started before then, Umar. It started with LBJ with becoming Daddy Sugar. Look, if a man in the house, you can't get that. Look, you get rid of him, we'll give you that check. And we'll send people around to make sure that ain't a dude in the house.
And they call it an inspection.
Yeah, they just walk up. So inspection. So they ain't got to call ahead. They ain't got to come.
No,
check.
sir. Because when you sign that contract to get that welfare and that stipend, you know what you're saying? Your door is a revolving door for anybody from that government agency who want to come morning, noon, and night, even on the weekends.
But what if I don't? But what if she don't? What if Boom Kui don't want them to come in?
You signed the contract.
But say, but me no buts, right? You signed the contract.
Most of our children are raised by a single mother right now. And it has been that way for about 50 years. So when a sister says, I don't need a man, because she couldn't find one strong enough to hold her down.
There go excuses again. You hear, right? Excuses. There go excuses. So basically what he's saying is black men on the continent. I'm trying to keep
it from going to Patreon. Well, I ain't got go ahead, bro. I'm sorry.
Well, he's basically saying black men on the continent, every single one of them can hold their black women down, but black men here can't hold their black women down. That's what he's saying. So once they go to the continent, that Shamar Moore, why did I whatever that Shamar Moore.
Why the hell did I get married or whatever?
One of those. So Africa is full of that. Full of that. Even though most, anyway. Go ahead, play it.
Okay. Bruh, I'm trying not to lose my.
You understand me? Most of our children are raised by a single mother right now. And it has been that way for about 50 years. So when a sister says, I don't need a man, because she couldn't.
Like his two daughters?
Yeah, like his two daughters.
Okay.
Right. 11 and 20. Yeah. With different mamas. Not the same woman.
100%.
Find one strong enough to hold her down. Or when you meet a woman and you say, sister, I'm strong enough to be your man. You ain't got to work or you ain't got to pay the bills or whatever. Pull back. I got you. And she can't do it because all the other men before you who disappointed her. So what I'm saying is, black men, we got to be patient with our women because we created that personality.
You see how it's the blankets?
How is it?
It's a blanket statement when it comes to men, but when he come to the chicks, he cherry picks.
Yeah, exactly.
How is that our fault? I was raised by a man in a house with mom and all my brothers and sisters, my grandparents, and now and you can always tell when it's somebody that's from a single household because when you say two sets of grandparents, what you talking about, Ninja? You only got one mama? No, because your mama got a mama and a daddy, and your daddy got a mama and a daddy. So I got had two sets of grandparents. Both of them were together until they succumbed. Mom and dad mom's still alive, but dad's dead. They didn't die separated. They died married. He died married. What are you talking about? What the hell? What in the doormat cleanup, man? Yeah, simping, Shaka. That's it. What the hell is he talking about? How is this? So wait a minute. So that chick over there with the red and blonde weave, you know what I mean, with the crazy eyelashes and all that other stuff, that's our fault, dude? How is that our fault, bro? Hey, y'all, look at my impound that's coming into the yard. That's the Porsche that they called us on the impound. How about that? I appreciate that. Wait a minute. Who is this? Oops. I'm screwing up. I'm sorry, True. Go ahead, bro. Oh, thanks, Jay Jermaine, for the cash app. Appreciate you, bro.
I'm just trying to figure out who faults it. How is it our fault? we didn't create the system that started to remove black fathers from the household. How was that our fault? The contract was signed by, it wasn't signed by black men. It was signed by black mothers. How is that black men's fault? And I still want to know how can you say this with certainty that every single African from the continent, African man, is the right choice?
I don't know. So, but somehow this is our fault. Somehow. So the way that the attitudes, the stank attitude, the having all the crap, the multiple kids by multiple dudes, stank attitude, hurting their children, abandoning their children while they go in the club to script. That's men's fault. So women have no responsibility for their actions. So they're children. They're flowers.
So what
they're
gerbils. What he's saying is black women have no brain to think for themselves. They're completely controlled in everything they do on planet Earth. That's what he's saying.
But they smart enough to get married, but the file on the dude and take half his shit, get his house, the car, get the look at Scottie Pippen now. She gonna get half of his NBA retirement from when he is a champion, and he didn't even know her then. He didn't know her. And the state of California, I don't know why Negroes be getting married in California. They need to get their head and their ass wired together. But anyway, you got, so they only, I'm sorry, bro. Go ahead. I'm about ready to lose my cool. Go ahead.
I still would like to hear him elaborate more on how the black man from the continent is 100%. No window for error. 100% the right choice over the Afro-American male.
Yeah, all their inequities has something to do with us. It's your fault, Truth.
Ain't it always?
Well, when you and Sly and SKC, I can't blame myself, But anyway,
the thing is, you had a mother and a father in the house, so you're a coon.
Well, yeah.
Yeah.
It did it, and I got an extra coon sticker because my grandparents live next to. When I say next door, I mean literally next door.
Yeah.
The next house over was grandma and grandpapa.
And you had two sets of grandparents, so you're extra coon.
Well, the second set, because they was in St. Louis, then they left St. Louis and went to Texas while we were still in Detroit.
Doesn't matter. You still know them, so you're extra coon.
Yeah, Detroit.
Yeah.
Or as Tommy Sotomayor called it, the toilet.
Yeah.
We created that, and then we want to act like
we created it. Okay, you created this, True.
We didn't play a role.
We have to be held accountable for their poor selection.
No, you have to be held accountable. No, you have to be held accountable because they have a poor selection.
So we have to be held accountable because they have a poor selection. Are you kidding me? So that's like saying a woman eats McDonald's up until the day she dies every day, and because she had a heart attack, it's my fault. Did he just say that? Play that again.
I'll play it again, Sam. Let me see. That's 34.59. So let me go to 34.50.
Right there.
Oh,
we have to be held accountable for their poor selection.
No, you have to be held accountable. No, you have to be held accountable because they have a poor selection.
What?
See, what you're saying, you're selecting a poor mate. And what I'm saying is they don't have much to select one. So of course she's going to end up with a poor mate. And why is she going to end up with a poor mate? Because we as black men are not raising black boys to be the men that our women need. We are not. They out there killing themselves right now. What we doing about it? Unemployed black males. What we doing about it? Pants sagging, weed smoking. What we doing about it? Black men are not raising black boys to be the men our community needs. That is 100% our fault. What I'm saying is she got a right to be angry with us. She got a right to be angry with us. We have not been on our job as black men.
What? So Nick, you don't have a right to be angry. She has a right to be angry. Make that make sense?
I can't.
So hold on, let me get it correct. So Mr. Charlie come knock at the door, hand her a contract that said we're gonna pay your rent, give you child support, and give you food stamps and cash. If you throw this nigga out, this nigga is, excuse my mouth, throw this man out. This man is thrown on the streets. He is eliminated. He's thrown on the streets. And because that decision she made failed her family, it's your fault? Nick, if a grown person plays in traffic and I say you shouldn't play in traffic and they tell me shut up and they go play in traffic.
Yeah, tell you to mind your business. Yeah.
They get ran over by a car. It's my fault?
Well, yeah, of course. Because you should have jumped in front of them and pushed them out of the way of that car.
But let's not forget this. But so now, because it's my fault, how come I have no responsibility to the good? I got all responsibility to the bad.
Because if you done good, that was your mama's side that made you done good.
Oh, that's right. Obama became the president because of his mother. If he was a drug dealer who was locked up, it would have been because of his father.
There you go. You catching on now.
There we go. Just want to make sure we all on the same page.
Make sure we tracking. We tracking, y'all? We tracking?
Yeah.
Okay.
Black men are not raising black boys to be the men our community needs. That is 100% our fault. What I'm saying is she got a right to be angry with us. She got a.
But we don't have a right to be angry because it's our fault.
It's your fault. It's your fault. And when he finished, I'm gonna tell you exactly why he's saying all this stuff. Go ahead.
Okay. Oh yeah. Okay.
Right to be angry with us. We have not been on our job as black men. If the men are the providers, what have we been providing for our community? I'm not speaking you individually.
Yes.
Because you may be a damn good father. You may be a damn good father. You may be a damn good father. But guess what? What are we doing for the community? What are we doing for the children who don't have a father?
How about I'm taking care of my kids? Is that the right answer, or I'm on the wrong answer?
All right, so here it is. What are you doing for the community? Well, Umar Johnson charges people to hear his lectures and buy his products. What are you doing for the community? Okay, and what are you doing for the community? Once again, there's no such thing as a black community. Nick, why would you work hard and invest your money into your neighbor's home?
No, I gotta put that in my house.
Exactly.
Where my folks stay.
Exactly. Umar Johnson, he like talking that crap. You went to a college. Your money, I hate to say, I don't care how much of a black name your college may have or may not have, I don't know. That college was ran by white people. When you was working in those schools, it was white schools. I can't stand when people say that. Well, what are you doing to help the community? Go show me a black community and I'll help them.
I've been so many places. I've seen so many faces, but nothing compares to these blue and red and purple pills. I've been to Mushroom Mountain once or twice, but who's counting? He owns some bad stuff. He been hanging out with Eminem. He been to Mushroom Mountain once or twice, but who's counting? Bruh. We only got a little bit more to go, folks. I want to get y'all out of here in the next 15, and we do part 2 tomorrow.
You don't think the black woman got a right to be angry?
Wait a minute. Hey, K2, that's my dude. This dude down here, him and that deviant that ain't here, you know, what he say? He's stuck in traffic. The freaking deviant. I wasn't going to do the welding class. They both, and I'm glad that they both was like, Nick, no, man, do the class, man. Do the class, man. Do the class. And I'm like, all right. Truth. I shot video from my damn shop with the kids, right?
I remember, yep.
Not a black kid showed up. K2. Not a black kid showed up. Even Carrie told me, I have a right to be angry at Nick. No, don't you start that. No, I ain't paying her no attention. I can't block her. She got a wrench. Damn it. But I shot the video from the class. Barbecue form and everything.
Yes, you did.
The parents of the kids, they brought bean, because they know I had to. They brought a potato salad. The Mexican man, Mr. Montez, brought loaves of bread and cases of soda. Because his kids was there. They thankful.
I'm sorry. Hey, thank you, Free Zone Lou, for the cash up. I appreciate it.
Oh, my bad. Thanks, Lou. That's what I'm talking about. Support the con because Truth be dropping them bombs on them. Yeah, I fed him.
He did. He fed him. He fed off of his dime. Off of
my dime.
Yep.
Yeah, went to the meat market. Small towns, we got meat markets. And I went in, dude, give me enough. I need enough chicken to feed 12 kids. I said, teenage boys. Teenage boys eat. I know, boy, they ate it all too. Wasn't shit left. But hey, I was a boy too. No black kids showed up. None of the black kids showed up. Then Truth said, I bet you if you was putting on a basketball clinic, them Negroes the mamas would have dropped them off there. I paid for everything. I sure did.
Yeah, he did.
Now granted, that this man, the dad, he brought soda and loaves of bread. Because this woman, she brought 2 buckets from Bill Miller's the potato salad. This one brought so some people did. You remember? Yeah, I know you do, Gene, because you was here. I know you do. And Jay Jermaine, I paid for it out of my pocket. And then because I was like, no black kids showed up, Sly said, do it anyway. Because you would look pretty bad if you don't do it just because none of the black kids showed up. Mm-hmm. So I done it anyway. And I didn't sandbag it. I didn't mail it in. I didn't do none of that. Carrie knows it's one of the boys. His mother name is Elaine. She was sick. She had got sick doing the coof thing. And the son, it's like he follows me like a sick puppy. He still comes around, and she is still so grateful. Single mama, white lady, and she is so grateful, that I did that. Why didn't I get enough for 100 kids? It wasn't 100 kids. It was 13, like 12, 13 kids, like 12, 13. None of the black kids showed up. None of because it's Texas, we do barbecue, so and y'all done seen, well, hell, the ones that's been here for a while, you seen that big ass grill. I sold it. I told you I sold it. But yeah, Carrie's right, because I would be talking where he think, yeah, he do. I'm the best thing since sliced bread to Elaine's son. And but none of the black kids showed up. So what am I supposed to do?
You're supposed to have canceled the whole thing just because black kids didn't show up and deprived the ones who did show up.
And told the white kids and Mexican, well, what was I gonna do with all that damn barbecue?
Throw it away. You're racist.
Oh yeah, that's right. No, but now I'm a coon because I only taught white and Mexican kids.
Oh yeah. And your mama black, and I understand how you don't recognize that.
So I get to keep my coon status.
100%. It actually evolved. It actually elevated.
Oh, I ain't super coon yet. I'm just special coon.
Almost.
So I got to do a little more to get to the super coon.
Yes, sir. You do. Yeah.
I'll get there before the year's over.
Yeah.
I get there. Look at Umar. We're gonna go to that spot there, folks, and we're gonna stop because then we rolling into reproductive rights and responsibilities. That's DNA testing. We'll burn that down tomorrow.
When she's been raising 2/3 of the kids by herself for 50 years? And the minute she raised her voice, black men are not raising black boys to be the men our community needs. That is 100% our fault. What I'm saying is she got a right to be angry with us. She got a right to be angry with us. We have not been on our job as black men. If the men are the providers, what have we been providing for our community? I'm not speaking you individually.
Yes.
Because you may be a damn good father. You may be a damn good father. You may be a damn good father. But guess what? What are we doing for the community? What are we doing for the children who don't have a father? You don't think the black woman got a right to be angry when she's been raising 2/3 of the kids by herself for 50 years? And the minute she raised her voice, we say she's not humble enough? She had to become masculine to survive the rape, the molestation, the domestic abuse. Are you telling me you can't see how we created that?
I understand that, but she needs
that we was loving our women and taking care of our women. Do you think?
Wait. Did you hear that, True?
Yeah, I heard it, yeah. Umar Johnson is mine.
Grape and molestation is a horrible thing.
Yeah.
Horrible thing.
Very.
Boys get graped and we're swept under the rug when it happens to a boy.
Oh, yeah.
You're ignored when it happens to a boy. I don't know the numbers, but I'm quite sure there's going to be a lot of women, and the ones that it happened to, dude, I'm not saying good for them. I feel, that's a terrible thing. If I can wave a magic wand and make grape, and molestation go away, I'd be waving the snot out of that damn thing for everybody. Black women, Asian women, white women, Pacific Islander women, everyone, all of them. But dude, you can't sit here and say that the stuff that's going on in the hood now, how Boom Quee and them is going on, is because they all were, male assault victim numbers are horribly unreported. Kerry, you are correct.
Yeah, it is. I'm talking about from little boy to grown man.
Yeah. So how? Okay. So you trying to tell me that every black female that's on some BS, that's on some bacon sandwich with multiple kids out of what is because she was raped or molested. That's the only reason. It can't be that she choosing to do dumb crap.
Yeah, it's not that she made a horrible decision to go have a baby with a Pookie or a Ray Ray or Hambone or Skillet. Nope, she had no other option. She had to have a baby by dysfunctional.
Go ahead, bro, because I'm gonna go back to that. Go ahead.
She had to have a baby. She had to have a baby with the African American male who was dysfunctional, who was shiftless, who showed no ambition to do anything with his life. She had no other option, Nick. There was no other option, and to not have a baby is never.
I'm sorry. Go ahead.
To not have a baby is never an option. She had to have had that child. There's no other option. So that's why it's our fault.
So what? Wait a minute, True. But what about these women? So you trying to tell me the femmes that's in this video right here, they acting like this because they got grape soda and molested. Look, if it say gardens behind it, you in the hood, right? Because in Detroit, we had Herman Gardens in Detroit. And so when you see gardens, you in the hood. What's the deal? They're your folk, right? Hanging outside the door, right?
I'm about to go so beastie Montana. That's crazy than a bitch, cause I don't need no fucking hammer. Bitch, I stay with the drama, I stay with the llama. If a bitch wanna fight, she can run that, her and her mama. I'm Tinka, hot hater, nice to meet ya. But you don't know I mistreat ya, beat ya, sleep ya. Come out at night, I'm a creature. Keep money, I don't need a visa. Y'all bum bitches better keep up. Send first class my feet up.
It's Mookie, that's me, the boss and the motherfucking queen. I'm back on the scene.
BC Montana, no axe, no hammer. And with TAF, we are taking fade with your grandma. Y'all bitches ain't nothing. Y'all talking shit, but y'all bluffing. We with all that bullshit. Yeah, motherfucker, we thuggin'. Game, I feature. This ain't school, but I teach ya. Got 10 on the bus, that's pizza. I hope you got swipe like Visa. Cause if you do, I'm with it. And I ain't doing no running. So I hope you trying to come get it. Cause if ass bash this bitch and dust so up in this bitch, we'll go BC Montana on the fuck hole in this bitch. BC's back. BC's back. BC Montana was just the beginning. Yeah, these BC's back. All lies on us, cause we destined for riches. We ain't stunting you niggas, and we don't fuck with you bitches. Nah.
So, they are disgusting. They are disgusting.
But true. But I mean, but Umar said,
they are like that because it's my fault.
Yeah, it's your fault. And they got grape soda and molested. That's what he said.
Mm.
So I mean, you need to get with the program.
I think I do.
You heard what he said.
She would be like that. That personality has a history.
If she's picking poop,
black men are not raising black boys to be the men our community needs. That is 100% our fault. What I'm saying is she got a right to be angry with us. She got a right to be angry with us. We have not been on our job as black men. If the men are the providers, what have we been providing for our community? I'm not speaking you individually.
Yes.
Because you may be a damn good father. You may be a damn good father. You may be a damn good father. But guess what? What are we doing for the community? What are we doing for the children who don't have a father? You don't think the black woman got a right to be angry when she's been raising 2/3 of the kids by herself for 50 years? And the minute she raised her voice, we say she's not humble enough. She had to become masculine to survive the rape, the molestation, the domestic abuse. Are you telling me you can't see how we created that?
I understand that, but she needs
if
to
we
be
was
more
loving
selective.
our women and
so what he's saying is the Afro-American female had to become aggressive and manly and talk aggressive and curse black men out, throw them out the homes. They had to do all of that because we left them no choice. So how come no other race or person had to have ever done that?
See, now there you go, blaming the white man for your problems. The white man, DWIGHT. You blaming whitey McGuy, white guy, Asian McAsia guy, Island McIslander guy. Bruh.
So hold on. So their poor diet, their low standards of education, their shiftlessness, all
Black
that's
man
my
fault. Yeah,
all that's my fault.
Yeah, you and Sly. Both y'all. Yeah, and Sly.
Because the moment they get their tax refund checks, I'm standing in front of opportunity telling them no. Don't you go look for better opportunity. Take your money over here and go buy a color TV and a car that's 20 years old and you're making $500 car payments on it. I'm telling you to do this. Once again, this is, let me know when you're ready for me to tell you exactly why he's doing this. This is, they're delusional. The same way the women's movement was sitting there telling black men, your black man is holding you down. I will always use this example, and I will do it to the day I die. When Florida Evans on that episode told James what the women's movement was telling him, she clearly forgot that James was working in the kitchen and unloading truck at Morgan's. I think that's what's called. He ain't up in corporate America stopping you from going in the door. He's He's not even on the first floor of corporate America. He's in the basement of corporate America. And let's also not forget the episode when he had the job in his hand, and Mrs. Garrett from Facts of Life was on this episode. They told him, who was qualified for the job, that he can't get it. Florida had to get the job. Explain that.
I can't. I can't.
How is that my fault? Because let's not forget, statistically, more black women have college degrees than black men, correct?
Yeah, I say more college debt, but yes.
Okay. Well, they go to college more than black men. How is that my fault that you decided to go to school for something you can never use in life?
That underwater basket weaving.
How in the world is that my fault? Remember, you threw me out and told me not to come around here no more because you was getting that stipend. You was getting that money, that government money from Mr. Charlie. So your decisions, once you tell me to go, all bad decisions are your fault. I had nothing to do with that. Nothing. I had nothing to do with that. Because also remember this, when those black women was throwing those black men out the house, they wasn't saying, oh, by the way, on your way to getting out, go ahead and take some furniture with you, take some food. You need a bedroom set? Lord have mercy. Yeah, they wasn't telling them get out and hey, let me make sure you're straight. They told them to get out. Like thieves in the night. They came home, go, get out. Don't come back here. Baby,
I don't need
wrong?
no man.
They called that number that they was provided. And then Johnny Law was on his way to physically remove you from the house. So when he was kicked out the house, he had to start from ground zero. Now, all of a sudden, you find out that he's living in a 1-bedroom apartment. He's doing good for himself. How is that his fault? You threw him out. You told his kids, y'all don't need a daddy. I'ma raise y'all. You told him he don't have no business around here. You sold him out to the government. How is that his fault again? Now that Junior is 16 years old, he taller than you, and you can't tell him to wash the dishes without him cursing and disrespecting you, but you can't throw him out because you need him to be there because his presence helps you get more money. Because the moment he becomes 18, you throw him out and you tell the daddy who was removed from the house when he wasn't, before he gets to the age of 18, that you got no responsibility in his house. Now all of a sudden you need to come get your son.
Excuse me, sir. Speak the truth, man. Speak the truth and shame the devil.
There's no way in the world any of that can ever be the black man's fault. Somebody put a gun in your head and say, Nick Taylor, you better walk and you better not turn around. You got two options. You're going to turn around and not walk. I mean, you're going to turn around and walk, or you're going to turn around and get shot.
Yeah, take your pick.
Yeah, you take your pick. Black man was forced to leave. I can't say it enough. They was forced to go. They was forced. They make it sound like black men just woke up by the mass number and said, I'm out. No. Think about this. They talk about black men left because of the conditions. There was more family unity during slaves, and slaves was getting beat unmercifully. You know how hard it would have to be for a black father to watch his son have sex with the mother because somebody is making him do it and then still stay there and be mentally in the game? You mean to tell me that wasn't as worse as with the women movement, the hand that played? No. Black men were forced to leave. They were told, you leave, you get him out of here, or you get no help. You can do this all on your own. Independent black woman. That's what they were told. And they believed it. We're going to help you get yourself together. what they was telling you is we're gonna make you lazy, and then when time run out, you on your own. Think about this. I don't know if you ever went through this. I remember in the Bronx, women used to, have sexual relations with the cable man to get free cable.
Oh, I think that was a thing everywhere.
Was that my fault?
Yes, according to Umar, yes. And Sly's fault too. I mean, it ain't just.
It's always Sly's fault. I don't give a damn what goes on in life. Yeah.
I mean, it was just. Yeah.
If I trip on a banana peel, then damn it, it's Sly's fault.
It's Sly's fault. Folks, we got 2 minutes left, and then we're gonna stop because then that's going into the reproductive rights thing, and we don't want to touch that. We want to say that for tomorrow. You ready, bruh?
Yes, sir.
And taking care of our women. Do you think she would be like that? That personality has a history.
If she's picking Pookie and Ray Ray instead of
you're making her a scapegoat.
No, she's picking a scapegoat.
No.
You picking a scapegoat. Look, she picked Pookie and Ray Ray, Truth, because what nobody left available but Pookie and Ray Ray.
Nobody was available but Pookie and Ray Ray.
What no educated Eddies?
No.
The educated Eddies had their nose all off in the corner.
Yeah.
That's all you had left was Pookies and Ray Rays. I don't know, Little Big Nate, I don't know. I'm gonna guess and say, I mean, because it's up to my co-host here.
You tell me I gotta be on the airplane. I gotta travel, so it'll be better like in the afternoon time.
Okay, well, in the afternoon. And y'all, just for future thing, Little Big Nate and myself supposed to do a live stream where he gonna show y'all the side of doing what the insurance adjusters, what they look for when they come to appraise your car. Any of y'all that's been gypped by car with a little accident or what you think is major or minor and whatnot and got gypped, this is gonna be the stream for you. That's gonna be the stream for you. And I got another insurance adjuster that I'm trying to get on. He does property. So I want to do it like this. I'm sorry, I don't mean to get away from this stream, but tomorrow we doing this. The rest of this, I want to do this. I want to give Nate a segment, and then I want to give this guy that does the insurance adjustments on houses and property, and give him a piece. And then I'll field questions out of the chat and whatnot, because I know people, well, man, I remember I had hail damage and they totaled out my car over hail damage. Well, Nate, what's the process of me buying back my car from the insurance company if they total it?
My cousin do that all the time.
Yeah, I want to get both of them on at the same time. We ain't talking politics, we ain't talking Becky, we ain't talking Benita, we ain't talking Keisha, we talking business, straight up and down business. Me and Salvage, me and Nate been working on this behind the scene for a minute. I just been it's been crazy, but I had to strike this one now. Because I know Truth got to jet out and I ain't gonna have access to him. What's up? Hey, that's Simply Deep. I know I ain't gonna.
There you go. Simply Deep is. I'm telling you, he's everywhere.
Everywhere. That's my man, 50 grand. But so I plan on doing that. But I know I had to get him out because I know he rolling up and down the East Coast. So I had to strike this one. I'm doing good, brother, man. I had to do this one now. But I'm trying to get the other guy ready so I can have him and Nate at the same time. Property insurance, auto insurance. Yep. I'm trying to get them because mostly, hey, what's up, BK? One of my longtime subs from my prepper days, and Simply Deep too. But so because most people here either own a house or a car or both. You know what I'm saying? So you get to hear it from two guys that ain't trying to take, they ain't trying to shyster you for the man or nothing. You get that, and whatever questions y'all ask, I'll let them field their own questions. So now let's get this last 2 minutes out of the way, and so I can get y'all out of here. All right. But on that one, I'm gonna make sure I do a little video short, like, hey, once I done locked in a time. So, anybody that's interested in that, because that's the stuff that I like. I like this too, but I like that even better. We only got like 2 minutes left, y'all.
No.
There's good quality men that they ignore.
Why she even got it? Why is there even a Pookie in the selection?
You gotta ask her that.
No. I'm gonna tell you why there's a Pookie in the selection.
Why?
Because black men have abandoned black boys and have allowed social media, white media, athletes, and rappers to raise them. That's why she with Pookie. If we never allowed Pookie to develop, she would not have a Pookie. If we're going to be men,
he's so is he trying to say? Wait a minute. I got you up past you. I'm sorry, bro. We about ready to wrap it up. So the only reason Keisha picked Pookie, Jaraquavius, and Shotgun Mike.
Hey, I'm gonna step away for a second. Go ahead.
Go ahead. It's because of us.
The first thing we got to do is take responsibility for why our women feel the way they feel.
I can hear that.
I'm not saying that they're right to disrespect, because even if a woman disrespects me, right, that still don't give me a right to disrespect her, because she's still the queen of the community.
Did y'all hear that? Even if she disrespect him, that doesn't give him the right to disrespect her, because she's still the queen of the community. His words. I'm not saying that they're right to disrespect, because even if a woman disrespects me, right, that still don't give me a right to disrespect her, because she's still the queen of the community. Even if she's not acting like it, I'm going to give her that respect. But when I hear brothers talk like this discourse we having now, we act like we don't understand.
No,
there's reasons for that shit.
I do understand. Women are so valuable. You get what I'm saying? Like, I think women ground men and help them, propel to the next level. I think men get further in life with a woman.
No, women have the ability to do such. They have the ability to do such. Just because she has the ability doesn't mean that she's going to do it. He trying to get some draws, K2. Respect is earned. Yeah. Hey, what Tupac say? Even if you a crack fiend mama, you still a black queen mama, right?
Right. But if I'm a hardworking man, but I'm only looked at as resources,
okay,
and then she's ready to jump on Tom, Dick, and Harry because he got flash, he's shining a little bit more, his access to money is quicker than mine. It's kind of hard to have that.
Well, no, one, I agree with you, but that's not all sisters.
No, it's not.
If you're constantly running,
yeah, but it's all men.
But that's what I'm about to say. So it's all men. It's every black man's fault.
Yeah, but it ain't all sisters.
It ain't all sisters. Let me know when you're ready for me to tell you exactly why he's saying this. Go ahead.
Okay, we got we had 38 even, and you only got a
and the problem is you, because you're attracting a certain low vibrational energy. Why
not have that same energy for women? You just again, you have
because we having a conversation as men.
Yeah,
I got plenty of interviews with all women where I check them too.
All right,
but as a man, you should not be concerned about what I say to them. No, as men, we should be concerned of what we're going to do to produce a better generation of black males for tomorrow. That's the only that is where we should be focused.
Women bring the choice of life, right?
Okay, now you said women bring the choice of life. Now we getting into the right to life stuff. That's the end. Anything you want to add, bro? Because my head is about ready to explode. But go ahead.
The reason he's saying what he's saying is because, as always, Umar Johnson seeks donations, and his number one supporter is women. You think for a second all of this is not planned, so he can make sure that he tell y'all to hit that Cash App, hit them, run them donations. He don't believe what he's saying. He's just saying anything to pander to the gender, the genre, however you want to put it, of people who he know will donate the most money to him. Because if right now, if Jeff Bezos cut him $1 million check, I bet the white man won't be that bad.
Bruh, this was.
Thank you, Kerry, for put my cash up in it. Thank you.
Yeah, this was very. This was I like this. Bruh, but I mean,
and here's the thing. Somebody said it right there. Well, if it's my fault, that's fine. I really don't care. All right.
Yeah, that's my boy.
Yo, it's my fault. Now what?
I'm sorry. Go ahead.
It's my fault. Now what?
See, I got to get one where I gotta have SKC take off white men and put black men. See, because this is our fault. Knowing ain't no black women tap dancing for no black men. But anyway,
no, that fits it perfect. That fits it perfect. She tap dancing.
Any questions?
No, sir.
Any last words, bro? I'm done. I'm tapped out.
Listen,
because we're gonna kill the rest of that, because now we're gonna be talking church, leadership, what you owe, and parental rights, abortion, and pregnancy between black. I know you're gonna kill that one. All right.
Let me say this, ladies and gentlemen. Please subscribe to my brother's channel. Don't waste your time subscribing to mine, because I'm not going to put no content up there. I mean, I do, but it is nothing. I don't care about subscribers and none of that stuff. Please make sure y'all subscribe to my brother's channel. You know, go on his videos, hit it with the thumbs up. You know,
I ain't even back to 1,000 yet, and a lot of people know I'm back. I went from 9,000 to nothing, and I'm not even at 1,000 yet.
Well, make sure y'all, ladies and gentlemen, please spread the word. You know, comment on his content, hit it, give him a thumbs up, put him back in the algorithm is everything. You know, his Cash App was in there. I think Kerry put it up somewhere. You know, if you appreciate the content, please hit his Cash App up. As for me, y'all don't get too many truth tellers nowadays, so you better appreciate it.
No, that's why I keep you. I keep you. I try to keep you right here.
And my brother called me, and he could tell you. He called me. I was busy. He called me and he said, "Hey, I need you to come through." And man of my word, I came through.
Yep.
So if y'all appreciate me peeking my head out the gopher hole every now and then, support my brother, because he's the reason I'm out the gopher hole. There you go, right there. Kerry just put his Cash App up.
And look at the name, Team Inquisitors.
Yeah. Ladies and gentlemen, like I said, if y'all appreciate old truth teller 410 peeking his head out the gopher hole, give my brother the support. Because there's only, like I said, it's only a handful of people that can get me to come out nowadays.
And y'all gonna get a second serve tomorrow.
And you're gonna get a second serve.
Unless something crazy happen on my end, y'all gonna get a second serve. I ain't even gonna shut this window down. I'm gonna keep it right where it's at.
So we can go right for it.
We can just pick right up where we left off.
Yes, sir. So like I said, if y'all appreciate the content, you know, you appreciate the dialogue, you appreciate the humor, everything we offered you tonight. You know, thank my brother Nick Taylor. Support my brother Nick Taylor. Get him back to where he was, you know, and everybody else, y'all have a good night. Thank y'all for coming in. See y'all tomorrow.
Peace. Be good, folks. Thanks.
Stay
I appreciate
black.
all y'all. Yeah, stay black. Stay Umar. Y'all see all y'all tomorrow. Bye.
Later, bro. Love you.
Love you, brother.